Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Dutchess, and I have a special guest today, Nonsense. And we are dual streaming live today. We're going to be making some caramel popcorn. She's going to walk me through it, hopefully.
You'll get it.
And um, I appreciate y'all joining me today. Let me go over here to the chat. Chow Young Cat, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the $7. I will have to get Harley Raven a treat for that. I appreciate you. Yay, caramel popcorn. I know. Earthy, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome back. Hope you're good. Chow Young Cat says, get on the bus, pay the fare, tell the driver that you're going to the Double Dutch affair. Absolutely. Hey, Shauna M. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi there. I'm in urgent care, but listen, well, Elizabeth, I hope you're okay. You'll have to text me and let me know. I'm thinking of you, darling. Shauna M., thank you for being a member for 12 months. I appreciate you being a part of the Dutch bus. Earthy, I am not going to burn the place down.
She's
In
got a
fact,
fire
in
extinguisher.
fact, the Duke did make the popcorn in advance in my Dutch oven, and it actually went really fast. Like it
I'm
worked
telling
really
you.
well. Like boom, 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 and there was like too much popcorn.
I told you you could do it. You guys are fine.
So it went really well. Hey, butterfly kisses. I hope you're well. It's good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. There's my friend Dragon Classy. Hey, Dragon. Dragon says, hey to all. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Dragon, I hope you're doing well too. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a great weekend also.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
And there's nonsense testing.
I was doing it from my side to see if comments show up again, making sure that they both show up in one spot, and they do. So that's cool.
Okay, good. Good, good. That's good to know.
Yeah, we can see them on both. So my comments, like the ones in my stream, will have that little link thing next to them, like babies in mine. Hi, baby. Hi, everybody. So it's kind of cool because we can differentiate whose chat they're in, but we're on both pages. Yay, we figured it out.
Awesome, awesome.
It took
Yeah,
us a
because at
minute.
first I was like, how do we do this?
Yeah. We were Googling how to set these.
Yeah,
Okay, two blondes
exactly.
over here. All right. You gotta,
Hey, baby boop. It's good to see you. Hope you're good. Hey, Chico.
it's just a
Thanks
thing.
for being here. Hope you're good.
All right. I'm gonna go in just a moment.
All right,
This
sounds good.
doesn't take long at all. This is actually the simplest recipe. You can make adaptations to it. I did post it in the community wall of my page. That's the recipe I will be following. I think Dutchess is going to make some adaptations to hers, but this is super simple for anybody that likes a good caramel corn at your fair or anything. It's super, super easy. And it is a family favorite over here. Hey, vibrator.
Hey, vibrator. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. It's actually really nice. It got down to 46 degrees a couple of nights. And but it's 76 degrees here today. So I don't know. The weather's all over the place down here.
Yeah, it's getting a little chilly here, but not really.
Well, it's better than like 115 degrees, right?
Yeah, but like I told you before, if there's one thing consistent with me, I'm going to bitch about the weather every day. The one bitch I always have, it's never fails. Hank quit.
Hey, Kay. Well, damn, I feel lucky. I just logged on a boom. Who's live? Very cool, ladies. Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. And y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up while you're here.
That's interesting. Yeah, Chica, we just figured out how to do this. Like we don't know what we're doing, but we're here.
We're winging it. We're on a wing and a prayer over here. You're supposed to get back.
We've been talking about doing this for quite some time, and usually we just go live on one or the other, but I was like, let's try it. Okay.
My gosh, Shauna, 92. Heavens to Betsy. Well, y'all stay safe out there, vibrator in those storms. All right, let me turn on my camera here because I got to get
We got to start with
all my stuff in order here. Got to get my microphone out of the way.
I did not pre-pop my popcorn, but mine only takes like 5 minutes to do. So,
well, I don't have an air popper, so I thought, well, I better just go ahead and
yeah, that's perfect.
Get that out of the way to make sure I wasn't going to have like a snafu.
Right? Absolutely.
Of any kind, and my dogs started playing at 3:30 Ole Miss, so I got to go get updates from the hubby. So
this one won't take us long. It's not super. You put it in the oven for an hour, so.
And I had this Cairo syrup and I hadn't even opened it yet, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be perfect. I did link all of the ingredients on my community wall, and it's also in the description of this video. And Nonsense did the same thing on her live stream. Yep. So if you guys want to make it with us and you have some popcorn, please do. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for being here. How are you doing?
Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. We're seeing you on both sides. Dutchess is actually hosting the stream, and I'm the guest. It's super easy once you figure it out, but we were like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I know. And my lighting is like terrible in this corner. I got something on my screen, but I'm like in the corner where my oven is. So like the light is coming in at a weird angle. So I kind of look like I'm in the dark, but I'm here.
We need to get you some under cabinet lights.
I know. I need to get some of those LEDs to
Kyle's
under the. I may have to end up moving my camera over to this side once, but I figured once we get started and, I move all of my, because I wanted you guys to be able to see. May have to move my.
Oh, you even got your mic out here. I just got my computer. I just wing it.
Yeah, because my microphone on my laptop is terrible. I've got to get a new computer at some point. I haven't done it. I've had this one for like 8 years and it's on its last leg. I'm about ready to throw it off the balcony over here.
I'm gonna make my popcorn. So I'm just using regular kernels. I'm using an air popper. If you did this with me last year or the year before, you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just gonna mute because my air popper is kind of loud, but I'm just gonna pop my popcorn really quick. It takes a minute and then I will be right here.
Hey, Charla, thanks for being here. You want us to mail you some? Dogs are down 7-3. Thank you for the update, Baton Rouge. Hope you're doing good. Oh, it's 77 up there? My gracious. Hey, Carl. I always wondered why Cairo syrup was for, because it sure as heck ain't for pancakes. Well, thanks for being here, Carl. We're not making biscuits today. All right, so Becky's going to make her popcorn. The Duke already made mine. We popped it fresh with kernels, but we did it in a Dutch oven. And I've also been making some more bread, and I've been letting it rise for my artesian bread. And it's been rising for about 2 hours. So we've got some fresh dough to bake in the oven. Some whole wheat artesian bread. So I'm going to put that in the microwave so it can rise just a little bit more. And I'm going to bake that after we make this popcorn. Now, do you mix, after you do your mix, do you usually pour it on in the bowl and then spread it in your baking pan?
Yep, that's all you do. So you don't even have to have liner in your baking pan. If you don't want to, you can if you want to. But I got my bowl out. So I'll take my dry ingredients and your dry popcorn. And then, sorry, air popper, loud. But after you pop your popcorn in a big container, then we're going to mix the caramel in the little pan on the stove. It takes like 5 minutes to do. and then you dump it over, pour it together, and then this is the pan I'm using. My old dusty, rusty, big ass pan. So that's what we will be doing. I'm going to mute again because it's loud. We're just stinging around. Thank you guys for joining us and hanging out with us.
We appreciate y'all hanging out. So I'm going to just get my dry ingredients to mix together that we're going to put on the stove top here.
Perfect. I got my oven preheated.
Yeah, my oven's preheating right now too.
Yep. This is a super good snack or treat if you like sweets and you like popcorn. It's super easy. I got an old school air popper. This is probably older than I am. I inherited it from my mama. A lot of my kitchen gadgets are stuff my mom had. So
gotta have Dr. Pepper.
I'm gonna mute really quick. It's about a Hank dog. Hank's a mess. He's finally laying down. One of the roofers is back finishing the house next door, so he's been barking. Hey, Air Force vet. Okay, so there's batch one. The plastic lid on that does get hot. It does.
That's cool that you still have an air popper. But like I said, you can if you have kernels, you can do it in a Dutch oven. That's how I did mine. Hey, Air Force vet.
Yeah. You can do this without an air popper. Super easy. Just put a little tiny bit of oil in the bottom of your pan. Heat your pan up. Add your kernels and circle it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, we did 1 cup of popcorn kernels. Now, for a 3rd cup, it recommends like 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So in my large Dutch oven, we just double it. So for 1 cup, we did 9 tablespoons. And what we did was we did a test when we started heating the oil to know if it's ready. We dropped in a couple of kernels and waited for them to start to pop. That's how we know the oil is ready. So then we remove those and we basically pour in all the kernels and just cover the bottom of the Dutch oven and then put the top on it. Give it a good shake. Once it starts to pop, you kind of want to tip that lid to let the steam out and just continue to shake it and it'll pop right up. Remove it off the heat and let it finish popping. And it took probably like 5 or 6 minutes to do it. So you can do it either way.
I love that trolls come in here to talk. Cindy Lou Who, long before Brittany ever got reviewed, I've been cooking on live stream on YouTube. And if there's one thing I'm very comfortable in, it's my kitchen. So thanks for joining us and giving us some time. Maybe you can send this to Brittany so she can learn how to actually cook if her kitchen is clean enough.
Exactly.
But thanks for joining us. Keep interacting, please.
I know the mods will take care of it. While you're here, Cindy, won't you hit that thumbs up?
I know I don't have any roaches. I'm sorry.
I know, me either.
I'm unorganized. Look at me, unorganized over here.
No, I don't have any roaches either. Dang, I do have palmetto bugs, but they're outside on my palm tree. That's because, I clean my house every day. Mop my floors 3 days a week. So, yeah,
There's part. The second part. So now I'm just going to do one more little thing of that's what happens when you're late. What are you doing, Clue? What are you?
Hey, Clue.
Clue.
We're cooking caramel popcorn live and just talking shit to the trolls coming in, telling us about whatever they're talking about, that we're not as good as Brittany or whatever.
We're not as We're not as capable.
We don't have any rats in baskets. No, Earthy, we don't. There's no hidden creatures that don't belong in the kitchen. No. All right, so I got my stick of salted butter. And of course, like I said, I popped my popcorn fresh from kernels in a Dutch oven on the stovetop. Took me about 5 minutes. And this is unsalted because we are going to add salt to our recipe. And like I said, the ingredients are on my community wall. They're also in the description of this video, and they're also in the description of Nonsense's video. But you're going to need to get, like for myself, I did 1 cup of popcorn, so I'm going to do like a whole stick of butter. Is that what you use? A whole stick of butter? Okay.
2. For the recipe I'm using, it's a
How
cup.
much popcorn are you making? Are you making a cup?
It's a cup. So for my recipe, it's a cup. So 2 sticks.
Okay, well, let me go get 2 sticks then. Hang on.
Because a stick is a half a cup. I use so much butter around this time of year. I buy it. I'm going to go to Costco next week and
Extra butter.
stock up.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
This is the last batch of kernels I'm doing, and then I'll be done with the air popper and I'll shut it off.
It's really not that loud.
Okay. It's not. It doesn't. I mean, it takes just a couple minutes. You put the kernels in, plug it in.
Hey, Bernie Beans. Hey, Mystic. Hey, Danny. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to be making some caramel popcorn. So she's going to be done with her popcorn soon. So we've got 2 sticks of butter that we're going to start out with in our pan. And then the dry ingredients that we're going to use is 2 cups of light brown sugar. So I need to get that out. And actually, I have dark brown sugar because that's what I've been cooking with lately. So we're just going to use that up because I can't imagine it's going to make it any different.
These are massive bowls. So I don't know if you can really tell the size of them. They're huge. So that's how much popcorn I did.
I mean that's a lot.
If I did more popcorn.
My bowl is about like this. So yours is actually bigger than mine.
Yeah. If I did more than this, I would double the batch of the caramel. And on my recipe, there is the instructions on the very side that are like 3, 1.5. That's 1.5 times. So if you wanted it really sticky or made more popcorn than this, you could do 1.5 or just double the recipe too. This is my mom's recipe that I grew up having. That's what I share with you guys all the time is my mom's recipe. She used to make this and sell this. These bowls here, you can see like they've been around. Again, they're probably as old as I am. But you can never have enough big bowls. Okay, so my popcorn's popped. You got your dry ingredients? Absolutely, I know. I have clue if there's one thing I have ridiculous. I have totes in the garage of like random kitchen stuff.
That's why I barely have any countertop space because I cook all the time. Y'all know I cook for my husband every day. Like he works hard. I got to make the man food and everything that he needs. So y'all see I got my mixer and my Instapot. And I mean, I even make my own salad dressings. I have a Levo butter machine. I make all of my own like garlic butter and I make all of that homemade. I'm a big believer making myself homemade.
I can see Dutchess on my side. Chow, thank you so much for the support. I just saw that. Thank you for the support.
Can you not see me?
On my side.
Hello.
We're on both channels. If it's confusing, it's streaming on both channels. We can see no matter where you comment though, it combines them and we're on both.
You cook a lot too, Bobo?
Okay. Here's that. It's actually cool how it combines the chat so we don't have to.
I know that saves a lot for sure.
We're just trying things over here. We've been talking about this since last year and then we've both had so much going on. But I did, if you want like recipes and stuff of the things I've been doing, because I make caramel apples, peanut brittle, divinity fudge. I've done so many things on my other channel, live streams, and there's recipes for a crap ton of stuff. So if you want any of that, but I will be doing the caramels and the candy and stuff. The one thing I do suggest though, if you're going to do any of that, go look at those videos first, because you're going to need silicone molds and things of that nature. I have this is just one of my buckets of molds and crap. I'll show you. One of them.
Calm down, light. And when I use salt, like this is the salt that I use. I've had a lot of people ask me because I'm weird about like my hubby has like heart issues and stuff. And I don't use salt with iodine. I use Celtic salt, which is a type of sea salt that comes from France. And it has calcium, magnesium, potassium in it. And it's got a lot of trace minerals and it's really good for you. And if you guys want me to link it, I can do that for you. This is by Le Mariner, and it's unrefined mineral sea salt that's hand harvested in France. It is like the best. I only cook with this. So that's what I'll be using for my half teaspoon of salt is Celtic salt.
My daughter and I are going to end up arguing because I can't find my one caramel mold. She hides everything on me. She puts stuff away and then I cannot find it. I want to show you the littler molds that I use, but they're not in my bucket. They're in here somewhere.
Let's see.
Okay. I'll show them to you later, but they're on the other. I might do cheesecakes again this year too. I think I might try a key lime cheesecake, the dupe.
Or that sounds good.
I did the plain New York cheesecake and then the Oreo dupes of the New York or the Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes last year for Christmas. This year I might try the key lime pie.
I remember you telling me about that, and I know Kyle loves your cheesecake. So,
they were so good, but they're a pain in the ass.
You like that sweet and sleepy? I love it too. I think it's great.
Okay.
Chow Young Cat has a ton of silicone molds when she went through her melt and pour phase.
They're nice to have on hand and just to keep. I know mine are around here.
Conehead salt. Never tried that.
I found the big ones. I just don't know where the littler ones are. They're in one of my cupboards somewhere. She moved them on me, so I have random shit everywhere.
Bernie Beans wants to see the cheesecake.
I posted pictures of the cheesecake last year at Christmas. It was the first time I'd ever made like the New York style cheesecakes, the dupes. They're a process. It took me a while, but it was really good.
Right.
Okay, so adding my butter. The full cup
that's what I'm doing. Adding my butter. Melt it down.
Don't add in this is the soda and the vanilla. You add that after it comes to a boil.
Right. Oh, which reminds me, I've got to get my vanilla extract.
So there's my butter.
Oh,
you can't really see what I'm doing. But.
My Italian spice mix that I made for my bread. Just
I bought some brown sugar the other day because this package was dry. I didn't even notice how dry it was before I opened it. And then the other one was dry too. I hate that when they get little holes in the bag. Oh, perfect. Those are perfect. Those little gummy bear molds. They work really well for caramels. Okay, so we're going to use 2 cups of brown sugar. So there's one. So 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of brown sugar.
And I'm adding in my brown sugar to my butter that is melting right now. And remember, you want this on like low, medium heat while you're just getting all this stuff together.
I haven't even turned mine on yet. I add it all and then I turn it on. Oh, and heavy bottom pans. If you have cheap pans that are not heavy bottom, heavy bottom, just like the big old booty over here. Make sure your pans are heavy bottom, because otherwise you will scorch stuff very easily. I need to invest in new pots and pans someday. I think I got these for Christmas 4 or 5 years ago. They're really good, but
Hey, late girl. It's good to see you. Hey, Smarty Me. Hey, Low Key.
I'm
Hope
rough.
y'all were doing good. Zena, thank you for being a member for 21 months of the Dutch Bus. I appreciate your support.
I use bamboo wooden spoons.
You got the gummy bear molds, Clue?
Okay, let me show you what I'm
I've
doing.
already added my salt in here too, so we are just mixing this up till we get all the butter and everything completely combined.
Yep.
And that's when we want to bring it to a low boil.
Yes, ma'am. And then you'll need parchment paper or wax paper to lay it on.
Yeah, and if you do, you can't really use wax paper in the oven because we are going to bake this in the oven. So like over here on my baking sheet, I have parchment paper. That really is the best thing to use.
Absolutely.
If you don't have that, you can always use tinfoil. Clue says, fiance also makes flavored hard candies. Oh my gosh. See, I have this thing. I am on a Clay's wild cherry and lemon candy drops. Oh, I love those things. Oh my gosh. Those are my favorites.
I had to get permission, Kay, to share my mom's recipes. I wasn't sure because she made...
You're okay, Loki.
This is what she did for a living. My mom, a lot of these recipes that I use, especially around the holidays, are family recipes that she adapted or changed for her business. So I had to make sure I could share. And some of them are my grandma's or my great grandma's too.
Right.
But she finally said, okay, go ahead.
Kay said you left out the word secretive. Well, Clue, you need to do a cooking stream with us so we can try to make some of these candies. Oh, I bet the house does smell amazing when he makes the lemon. I'm a sucker for lemon candy. I love lemon head, lemon drops. Like, I don't know. That's like my favorite. If you've got a good recipe, like, let's make some candy. Yes.
All right. I'm turning my heat on now.
Mine is pretty much mixed at this point. So I'm going to try to turn the heat up just a little bit so we can bring that to a low boil. And we want to let it boil for about 2 to 4 minutes.
I can turn you.
And when you bring it to a boil, you don't want to stir it because the caramel needs to thicken up. Hey, well, there's that.
This is super easy to make. It's super easy.
Like when I clean my kitchen, I love this scent too. The Myers Clean Day.
I've never tried the Myers.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Like the aromatherapy. This is like lemon verbena. Oh, it is my favorite. I love it, love it, love it.
Have we ever had the lemon? Or we've never bought the Myers stuff.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to start thickening up here soon.
Oh, Kenzie just said lemon is
freeze-dried lemon heads. Y'all gonna have to school me on all of those things because I'm gonna need to try that.
I didn't even put an apron on. Not for this.
I haven't tried the fall scents, Clue. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, Miss Debbie. I love the Myers. I love Miss Myers. I like their soap. I like their hand soap, their body soap. Right now I'm on a native kick with my body soap because I like that. And I like, what is that Epsom salt soap my husband likes? Dr. Teal's. Yeah, he likes the
Chico
aromatherapy soap.
Chico says, hell yeah, teach me how to make candy because hold on.
Oh my gosh.
The big candy is priced for Halloween. Respectfully, as I can say it, and no offense, but fuck them kids. Not taking a second mortgage for Halloween candy. That's right.
Okay, mine is coming to a low boil.
Okay, you're ahead of me.
I know, I'm just a little
Overachiever here.
I'm just.
If you're not first, you're last.
It's starting to thicken up. Yeah, I love the Dr. Teal's. I have the new rose scent. Taco Texas, you use a vinegar mix and it smells like a salad. I don't think I could do that. I think that'd be a little much for me. Hey, Heather.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, the price of candy is ridiculous, but I do love Clay's lemon candy. They got wild cherry, horehound. My grandma used to get that all the time when I was a kid. So, and I'm using an electric stove, Air Force Vent.
Yeah, mine's glass top. It's not a.
Yeah, mine's glass top also. So you guys can see here.
I just cleaned all of that.
Get that out of here. It's a treat. Or she smells food and she's worse than a dog.
This fat cat.
Don't bite. Be nice.
She's just so bad. She's got to be in the middle of everything.
Okay, so mine is starting to get pretty thick.
No.
No, look.
It's super easy.
Oh, you walk away. She was doing this to him.
She was loving on him.
I'm almost at 4 minutes.
The one thing I have a hard time with when I'm cooking on live stream is I'm so used to just like dumping and pouring or not explaining what I'm doing because it's just habit. These are things that this is one of the requests I get from my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. He loves caramel corn. So he had his procedure. And so I'm going to take it over with the girls. It'll cool. And then I'll bake it up tonight and take it over tomorrow.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Duke. Again.
He says, hey. He's got the pit bull. So I think he's taking her outside because otherwise she'll be here going, what's in the bowl, bitch?
What game's he watching?
Ole Miss, Georgia. Well, he's been stuck on this new show. We just watched The Black Rabbit, which if you guys have not seen The Black Rabbit on Netflix, you have to watch it. It has Jude Law and Jason Bateman, and it is so good. And now he's watching some other show. I don't know what that one is. I can't remember the name of it.
My caramel nuts.
Hello, Justin Retro.
Under here.
No, they're not.
Okay, I think mine's pretty thick. So we just take it off the heat?
You better not have gotten rid of them.
I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, just remove it from heat. Add your soda. It kind of like foams when you add the baking soda to it and your vanilla. And then you dump it on your popcorn and stir it.
Here.
Oh, there they are. See, I just had to ask the kid where all my molds were.
I'm going to find my teaspoon. Oh, there it is.
Here's the caramel molds. Oh, that's almond roca molds.
All right, we're adding the teaspoon of vanilla. And it's just 1 teaspoon of vanilla, right?
Yep. And then caramel molds in here.
1/2 teaspoon of the baking soda. Don't confuse that with baking powder. Not the same thing.
Yeah, nowhere close to the same thing.
Yeah, it's actual baking soda.
I guess I can save it. I don't know, maybe one of I can donate it because that one bag is like super huge.
Oh, it does. It's like foaming up.
Yeah, it foams. Mm-hmm. Yep. It expands.
Cool. Last year I made Nonsense's recipe for Buckeyes, and oh my gosh, they are delicious.
Yeah, Buckeyes are really good. They're a family favorite too.
And do I just stir this up?
Yep, just stir it up and then dump it on your popcorn and stir it.
Oh my gosh, y'all. The house smells wonderful. This should be a candle.
Yeah,
I need this candle in my house.
It does smell good for sure.
Okay.
Mine's coming along.
All right.
I also made pumpkin balls, like pumpkin patches. So popcorn balls, and then you turn them into like you use cornflake treats for like the patches. So if any of you have little kids on my backup channel, there's recipes for that, and I show how to do it. And you use it to roll for their little stem and everything. They're super cute.
Okay, so Justin, who are you asking, me or Nonsense? Do you still do panel on your channel? I don't normally do that much anymore.
What do they mean by panel?
I don't know, like asking people up on the panel. Like, this is not one of those things.
Yeah, we're not usually panel channels, either one of
I
us.
don't really do panels. I just talk
We
about
very rarely
this. Or sometimes I have like special guests, but
speaking of which, do you
that's
want to
about
talk
it.
about Halloween? Have you decided? Sir, don't even think about it, Hank. No.
Okay, we're gonna pour out this.
Hey, come.
I feel like I should mix a little bit of it before I continue to pour the rest of it. Oh, dripping down the sides. It is kind of hard to stir all of that up.
Yeah, that's the biggest pain in the ass, is just stirring it together. But that's why in the oven, I usually about 30 minutes in, I'll take my roasting pan out that I use, and then I'll give it another stir. It like helps it coat as the oven goes. I don't know if she has
going all in. We're just gonna go all. We're just going all in, Becky. Oh my gosh.
You're doing fine.
Do y'all see that? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't think you could screw this up. I mean, it would be pretty hard to screw this up.
All right.
Mine's starting to boil.
Oh, and that's pretty hot too. That caramel is hot.
Oh yeah,
I just got some on my thumb by accident.
Yeah. Oh. You know what sucks is when you get burnt with almond aroma. That shit sucks because it's basically burnt butter and sugar. And
I remember that. I remember when you were cooking.
Okay, I'm gonna add my baking soda and my vanilla now.
Stop.
Hank.
This is a really easy recipe that you guys can make.
Super easy. Half teaspoon baking soda.
And the Duke will be happy, and it'll probably be gone by tomorrow because he'll be watching all of his shows. Because this morning he went and played disc golf, and he has moved up since he started playing in the county. And he is in second place now in the county.
That's awesome.
So proud of Duke. He played glow disc last night, but it was like 50 degrees. And I was like, I'm not, no, enjoy yourself. I'll be here baking bread.
You and bread.
So that's what I did. I cooked dinner, baked bread.
You guys see the color change of it after you add the soda, the baking soda, and the vanilla. I have my other tripod upstairs.
Y'all check this out.
Okay, now it just goes on the popcorn.
Yum, yum, yum. This smells so good. You love playing disc golf? My husband has been playing for over almost 25 years. And he's played in a couple of world championships. Like, that's his thing. That's his jam. It's what he does best. So he's trying to get back on the circuit so he can start competing again. We're both making caramel popcorn, homemade. How are you doing, Teresa? It's good to see you. Hey, Tracy. All right, so can I pour this out on my pan now?
Absolutely. I'll probably end up making.
All right, I have my baking dish. And I think I got this from Pampered Chef when my sister was selling Pampered Chef. I got this really nice.
I have so much Pampered Chef stuff.
Me
I like
too.
some of that stuff.
Like when she started selling Pampered Chef, I mean, I have all kinds of garlic presses, pans, baking dishes, pots, stuff that I don't need.
That's always the way it works out. Right.
You can never have too much stuff to cook with, especially when you have
Yes, you
family. Or like me, I have a husband that, listen, my husband works all day and, he works 50 hours a week. So the least I can do as a good wife is make him something good to eat and take care of him.
I disagree, though. You can't have too much kitchen shit because currently I have a pretty good sized kitchen in this house. And I still have to have totes in the garage with all of my kitchen stuff.
I have a lot of kitchen stuff, but I have to have it because I'm always coming up with things that I need to make. And then I'm like, I need such and such. And he was like, babe, where are you going to put that? And I'm like, well, in the garage or wherever, upstairs in the extra bedroom, in the art room. Like, I mean... Because if I don't have, I've just got to have it,
I have shit like this, like cake pans. This is strawberry shortcake, a Wilton cake pan that my mom had when I inherited all of her pans. So I have all these cake pans. I have tips and crazy stuff from like the 1980s.
Okay.
I have a shit ton of canning stuff, like all of my canning stuff, all my water bath, my canners. All of that stuff.
Yeah, I do have that, but it's in a tote because I haven't canned in a few years. But as expensive as food is getting, I think we're going to have to go back to that.
Well, I enjoy it. I just right now I can't because I won't. I'll water bath on a glass top stove, but I won't.
Yeah, if I make like homemade pickles and stuff like that, like I'll do that. We make a lot of homemade pickles. We'll can sauerkraut. We'll can some jalapeno peppers, stuff like that.
Salsa.
So
salsa is a huge favorite for my kids.
All right, so this is what we've got so far.
Perfect. Then it just goes in the oven uncovered for an hour.
Smells good. All right, so the oven's on 250.
Did you try it? Did you try the caramel?
No, it's hot. So I'm not going to try it. All right, so it's on 250. So let me set my timer.
You're not a good cook if you don't try it.
I'm trusting the process. Don't worry, I still have part of my Mueller Dutch oven, and it's still full of popcorn.
I'm going to end up making a second batch because this will be gone in one day.
But I'm going to have to empty it out because I got to make my bread after I make this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because all this cooking right here has really made this whole wheat yeast. Look how nice and, it's ready. It's ready to be baked. For sure.
Okay, mine's in the oven. Now I'm going to set my timer for 60 minutes.
This will be a nice
That's it.
artesian bread. It's definitely ready to go in the oven. So if you have a few minutes, if you guys are interested, I know I did have some people to ask me, hey, can you show me how to make the dough for artisan bread? If you guys want to watch, I've got to make a second loaf. I can show you what ingredients I use. And I will show you how to throw the ingredients together and what to do. I love cooking and baking season too, T-Dub.
With the price of groceries, if you see a good bake sale, start stocking up because their baking goods are so expensive as is. So now is when the good bake sales come out at grocery stores.
And sorry, I'm running water because I have.
Yeah, I'm running water too. I gotta wash my bowl.
Put that back up. Okay. Yes, the recipe's on my community tab, the recipe. And of course, you just add it to popcorn. So that's my community tab. Oh, yeah, Lacey, their prices are going up so crazy right now. I know. Off my shit. Can I live without a cat around? Oh, drives me nuts, that cat.
Be nice to my cat.
Get her out of my.
Come on, princess. Come on.
Come here, princess. I'm gonna do.
Let me see if I can move my laptop. Hang on one second.
Oh, she sat on my freaking. Where's she at? Whiskey? She always, they have to be in the know, like Hank's pacing. Like, what are you making? What can I get into? Okay, I'm gonna do my dishes really quick. Hey, Cash. Hey, Lacey Ann. It always gets soggy. This is, I've never had that happen with this. And I think it's because of the oven process. I'm not really sure, but this is a really easy one to try, Lacey. And it's very few ingredients you can add to it. So after you take it out of the oven,
Leave her alone.
you can add in peanuts. I'd let it cool a little bit before you do chocolate chips, all the nonsense. Chico, all the nonsense. You can definitely add in like nuts, candies, whatever you want. It's good. And it does not get soggy at all. Well, around here, it doesn't last long enough usually. This is for my father-in-law, but I'll let the girls have some of it. They'll finish off a huge bag of it. And then it'll be time for Christmas candy. I start making Christmas candy in November usually. Are we gonna make cinnamon caramels this year for anybody? What are we making? What's the request? The girls want Buckeyes. You'll want regular caramels, huh? The chocolate covered peanut butter rolls. They love those. My girls all have their favorite things. See, my pants even have, my bowls have my names on the bottom of them. Because when you take them to a barbecue, these bowls, people like to steal them or accidentally mistake it as their own.
My kitchen is like so dark. I'm gonna have to shut this window.
I'm just gonna do these couple dishes. And then that's all there is to it. And then you just wait for an hour. I'll stir it halfway through. That's it. Super simple. Oh, Dutchess has got her ring light and everything set up. Look at her.
Well, but it's not really working because I'm limited on my countertop space.
I don't ever use anything professional.
So I was trying to see if I could get some better light. I'm so limited. I really need an island in my kitchen so that I have like a big space where I can cook and do all the things.
Do you have
like huge.
A moving one?
I don't have like an enormous kitchen. I mean, I just have a beach house kitchen.
They make them on those rollers that you can have it in the middle, like bring it in. The ones on the rollers.
Let's see if this will work.
I would like to redo.
Yes, no.
I would like.
I don't think my light's any better. I think it's
The lighting's fine.
Please.
It's fine.
No,
We
you
just
mean
need Kyle to come install you.
lights, but
Okay.
it's really hard to.
You need these. Kyle can tell you what he did here. It's super simple. This under cabinet light.
Yeah, he needs to get with the Duke.
He's got all of it across. I want this changed. I would like this to be straight and a waterfall. Like chunky, straight instead of this weird shape.
Yeah, see, I like that.
But it's not good usable space because of how it is. Like, yes, it's good for like them eating and stuff and dishes, but I would love it if it was straightened out. So it's just one size and then waterfalled down the edge. I would love that. They can see you fine. Your lighting's fine.
Come on, stay up. Don't be complex.
No, she's back there in the corner.
Hang on. Got all this stuff wrapped around each other here. Ah, there we go.
I never use that page ever. I never.
Yeah, because like my kitchen is, I mean, it's just not very big. You know what I mean? I mean, it's big. I mean, like this is I have a sink and then I have this area over here, you know, where my fridge is. But see how it goes right into my dining room and my living room? Like we just have a big open floor plan and like my washer and dryer is like right here in my kitchen.
I wonder if you could get one of those movable ones that just you bring in.
You know, so like this is just my little kitchen space. But, you know, I have this big open area like right here. I'm like, I really want one of those like long, thin islands. So
On the wheels, that's what you need.
I just have like just limited countertop space, you know. So
yeah, I luck out in the countertop space because of this. It goes all the way.
I do like the lighting though. I do like the lighting.
I could use
my house isn't like my house is like tall.
Yeah,
you know, my house is 3 stories. It's not exactly like long width, but it's just tall. So
right.
Everything just goes up pretty much. So
say hi, girls.
Hey, Cash, it's good to see you. Hey, Lacey Ann. My kitchen's like yours.
Oh my God.
Hank and his friends.
Wait, you always get timed out of cooking streams? That's not true, Cash. That's not true. Come on.
You know, I've never seen a cat with a double chin.
Hank and his friends.
Look at Hank. He is getting so big.
Whiskey's picking on Smush. Oh my God, he's a moose. He's a damn moose. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go.
Hey, Becoming.
Run to the little girl's room really quick, and then I'll be right back.
Well, I've got to throw together my second loaf because I'm making some bread for my neighbors. Her husband had surgery. And so I want to make her some bread. So I have the one bread that is almost finished rising. I'm making a couple of artisan bread loaves. And of course, this is my one loaf that I've had rising for about 2 hours. So it's almost ready to go in the oven, but we're cooking popcorn, so it's going to have to wait. So I'm going to put this back in the microwave and hopefully it won't over ferment because sometimes that happens. But I've got to make another loaf. So if you guys want to watch, you can take notes and write it down. It's really simple to make the bread. And one of the key things is I use my Dutch oven. This is a cast iron enameled Dutch oven. This is a Mueller. I got mine on TikTok for like $60. I love this thing. It's wonderful. I use it to bake in the oven with. One of the key things I use when I'm baking is my silicone pads. I put my dough on this, and then I can lift it up by the handles and just sit it right into the Dutch oven and let it bake. And then when it's done, I can lift it right out, and the bread is perfect. And it really helps it to cook completely. So I definitely, and these are like $8. You can get 2 of them for $8 on Amazon. So, what's Taco saying? I hear comments in your voice, Chico. I have one in Chico's voice right here. Let me see if I can find it. Where's Chico at? Oh, here it is.
You guys get my drift? Do y'all get when I'm smoking? Do you pick up what I'm putting down?
I'm not smoking what you smoking. Because I don't know what the fuck you smoking.
Sorry, Chico.
I was like, what the hell is that? It's Chico. I thought Chico joined us for a minute. Nope, it's just the DJ clip.
Oh my God, that's like one of my favorite clips. That's like, sorry, Chico, but that is one of my favorite. I keep that one on standby.
Hi, babe.
Hey, Kyle. I hope you're doing good.
Right live.
Chico says, I still stand 10 toes down on that. I know you do. I know.
Yeah, Justin, we can see you.
All right, let me get my bread. Flour.
I actually really like it this way. I like the dual stream and where it combines the chat. I really like that. That's
yeah,
cool.
me too. Me too.
Babe,
So,
somebody hopped in the chat when we first started and they said, nonsense is so uncomfortable without having, or unorganized and uncomfortable not having Brittany to talk about. And I said, if there's one thing I'm comfortable in, it's the kitchen. Like that is one thing you will never rock me over at all. I grew up in a kitchen.
Listen, we have a stream where you're not talking about her, and now they're mad because you're not talking about her.
Like, I know. It's like, what the hell?
Pick a lane. Pick a damn lane. I mean,
I'll do a cook-off with her any day.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, challenge me. Challenge me, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm calling Bullhorn Betty, Brittany J. Bring your ass over here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cooking lessons with Dutchess.
I'm game. Let's go.
No gray meat.
I'm down.
She clapped those hands and everything.
I'm down. Let's do it. You know. You already know. You already know. Don't make me get my husband in here to tell you. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke. I promise you. Dutchess is strict. I'm not strict. I just don't put up with the bullshit, Cash. That's all.
Did you see the hand clap stuff? She was ready on that one. She was like, I got this shit.
I will throw down. I promise you.
She will. She will. Trust
in flour, save a life.
That's the thing is, we do, of course, talk a little shit here and there, but a lot of times, most of our messages are like, look what I cooked. Look what I cooked. Look what I did. Look what I did.
What are you and Kyle doing? What are you and the Duke doing? Like, just,
it's not much
we don't necessarily talk about YouTube because, like, I get tired.
There's so much else. There's so much else to talk about in life. I got caramel across my shirt. That's why I always wear, I'm wearing Kyle's old Fox shirt.
Oh, that reminds me. Hang on.
You're cooking in white. That's risky. That's risky business.
Let me get my apron on that Michelle got me so y'all can. This is the best apron of all time right here.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I love that apron. Your opinion is not part of the recipe.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking, Shaggy. One of those movable Amazon, or the ones that have the wheels that you can lock when you need it in your room and then you can move it out. I love that apron.
Yeah. So anybody in the opinion community, I also have my spoon. I'm about to stir up some shit. So get fucking ready, okay? Because I am prepared.
Chico, I think we found her fight. I think we
Don't
found
get me started. Oh Lord.
Dutchess is like, bring it on, bitch. Get your ass over here. Betty can't do anything without making gray meat. So
I tell you what, the last thing that I remember is her trying to tell me that she was making some chick beef and gravy. And I was like, no, bitch. I don't know what the hell that is on that plate. And why are you serving two different kind of beans with potatoes with the chick beef and gravy? Like, that is not Southern. I don't know where you're from originally, Betty, but that's not a Southern thing. Like, potatoes, beans, a meat, and then serve a roll or some cornbread or something like that. Like, no Southern etiquette. No Southern etiquette. Don't try to be saying you're making a Southern staple and your ass ain't even Southern. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Is she from Florida originally?
I'm sure she's not. She's probably not. Who? I don't even know. And I don't even care.
Don't you dare say she's from the North, because you know what? I don't claim she's from Uranus. She's from another planet.
We have got to get your merch out.
Oh my God. Oh, OSHA. We decided.
OSHA. Yes, you need to add that emoji.
Yeah.
We are OSHA compliant over here on the Dutch bus. We need 1-800 call OSHA to come over here and pass off on our OSHA qualification here. Maybe they'll show up and let us know that we're good to go.
That shit about took me out. I was laughing so hard. The OSHA comments. I was like, what in the heck is this? Call OSHA, and the seriousness with what it was said in the chat too, obviously. And she's like, really? No, bitch. No, don't call. I mean, please do, and record that shit and put it on YouTube. Please do that. I would love to hear what they would say.
Exactly.
You're calling me for what? A YouTube chat? Excuse me, ma'am, what?
I'm going to mix up this bread while we're chatting. And I linked my bread recipe in the description of this video also. But the first thing that I'm going to add, just to let you guys know, is 1.5 teaspoons of my Celtic salt, because I don't use regular salt. I use Celtic salt. So that's what you just saw me add into this mixing bowl. And I'm going to focus on the mixing bowl because I'm going to show you everything that I'm doing in here. And next, we're going to be using instant yeast. I have active dry yeast by Fleischmann's. So we're going to use 2 1/4 teaspoons of this active dry yeast.
Chico. I did too. I was giggling. That and the explanation of cyber stalking. Read my avatar, but then she just kept saying, you do not have my permission. I was over it. I was laughing.
That was insane.
That was great.
Yours has a butcher block top, Shaggy. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's what you need. I think I know exactly what she's talking about. I'll send you the Amazon link.
Wait
right, Taco?
Pictish, not Celtic. What salt should you use? You should still use Celtic salt because it's good for you. It has calcium, magnesium, potassium, and other trace minerals that your body doesn't get from food because it has all these preservatives in it. Because, big pharma has to stay alive. So you gotta eat wise,
Reebok, are you talking sourdough? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think Reebok must be talking sourdough, which we can make that in the future. But this is just simple artisan bread. You only have to let it rise for a couple of hours, and then you can throw it in the oven, bake it, and boom, you're ready to go. So
I travel too much for sourdough starter because you have to feed it and you have to
feed it every day.
Whole work. Yeah,
it's really it can become a pain for sure. And then you got to dump half of it. And please do not ever dump your dough down the sink because it will turn to concrete in your pipes and you will regret it. Just remember, Dutchie told you so.
Okay, I will not.
Always strain your sink when you throw dough down it. You should get like a sink strainer. I got to run the water for a minute. So
for health. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I will stop defaming Uranus and saying Betty is from there. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about the cases you've been covering? Because you have a live stream coming up tomorrow too.
Yeah, as soon as I mix this up.
Okay.
Nope. I mean, because we still have what? We still have 38 minutes. So I just did a live on Scott Spivey. And if you guys have not been following that case, that is a case that happened here in Horry County, South Carolina, where I live. I'm from the north end of Myrtle Beach. And Scott Spivey was at a bar about a mile from my house. And yes, he was drinking, had a hamburger. He left to drive home to his house in Tabor City, North Carolina, which is just over the South Carolina line, down Highway 9. And apparently got up to Highway 57, which is about 5 miles from my house. And that's where things took a turn, unfortunately for him, because Scott Spivey and Kenneth Williams were at the Tractor Supply store. And apparently Scott Spivey had a run-in with them. And a pursuit ensued in which it was claimed that Scott ran Weldon and Kenneth off the road in his truck. Weldon was pulling a trailer with a couch on it behind him. And so instead of calling law enforcement or 911 to report that of course, Weldon said that Scott was brandishing a weapon, pointing at him, at other people. He decides that he is going to call 911 about 15 minutes after all of this starts to report that he's going to sweep Scott all the way, which means he's going to follow him no matter what. And if you are feeling threatened for your life, are you actually going to pursue somebody in a chase?
Right.
No. And so him and Kenneth continue to pursue him all the way down Highway 9 for over 9 miles to Camp Swamp Road, because Scott Spivey lives down Camp Swamp Road. He was turning on that road because he was going home. And Scott Spivey pulled over on the side of the road. You know why? Because that's where his parents live. And he didn't want them coming to his parents' house. Anybody knows that if somebody is stalking you or following you, you're not going to want to lead them to your house. So he jumped out of the truck to say, hey, don't follow me. And what happened? They unloaded 40 shots, 2.5 clips on him through their windshield. And he was shot in the back.
Unreal.
But they're claiming immunity. And this is a stand your ground situation. But I'm sorry, I live here. This makes me extremely uncomfortable to know that somebody can follow me for 9.5 miles and then shoot me and then get away with it.
Right.
I'm sorry, but that is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Period.
And then the cop that shows up to the scene,
that part,
writes on a piece of paper. So they get to the scene, Weldon Boyd and what's the other guy's name?
Kenneth Williams, his best friend.
We're sitting on the back of the truck, like the tailgate of the truck after this happens. They're at the scene still. The officer walks over, doesn't realize his body cam's on, gets a piece of paper out, writes on the piece of paper, act like a victim.
After he spoke to Weldon's, other best friend, Brandon Strickland, who was a cop with Horry County PD, he didn't call the police. Weldon didn't call the police. He called his friend at home.
Yep.
Who was an officer. And you know what Brandon Strickland did? He called Alan Jones, a detective, and said, don't worry, Weldon. We're going to handle this. We're going to take care of this for you. I'm sorry, what?
It's on camera, Air Force vet. He walks over.
All of this. If you go back and watch my videos, you'll see all of the footage. You'll see all the reports. Yeah.
It's wild. It is absolutely. Hold on. I'm going to go link it in your chat. He walks over and shows him. So you can watch it. He writes it down on the piece of paper. He walks over and you can see him show it to Weldon Boyd on the back of the truck. He shows it to him. He looks at it, acknowledges it. You're seeing it all on body camera, and then walks off, basically to go put that away. And then not only that, I mean, this whole thing is just absolutely ridiculous. But then he's on recording Weldon Boyd later on talking to his buddy that's a cop.
Yep.
Was that Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to him on the phone, and he says that he enjoyed it.
That he had an effing great time, and he enjoyed himself, and he would do it again.
Yep.
All of this is recorded. The cops know it, but our attorney general still says that he should get immunity.
It's unfucking real.
If you come to Myrtle Beach and you think if something happens to you, that they're going to look out for you, they're not even looking out for the tax-paying citizens here. And that's why I talk about these cases, because it's personal to me. I pay taxes here. I have family and friends here. This shit's personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right. Now, I just added 3.5 cups of King Arthur whole wheat flour to my bowl, along with that 2 1/4 teaspoon of instant yeast and the 1 1/2 teaspoons of Celtic salt. And now I'm adding a tablespoon of granulated. I use granulated brown sugar. Hey, babe. I'm making another thing of bread while we're waiting on the caramel popcorn.
I just dropped the first episode of her Scott Spivey coverage in the chat on Dutchess's, I think.
Thank you, nonsense. And now we're adding 1 1/2 cup of warm water.
Going to mine to do it too.
Okay.
Hi, Duke.
Hey.
Again. The official taste tester has arrived.
Yeah, where is the stuff?
It's in the oven. It's back up.
Oh. Is that how?
Babe, do you think I can
We have
cook
30
better?
minutes for that?
Do you think I can cook better than Bullhorn Betty? You saw her pictures. Just tell the chat. Tell the chat what your thoughts are.
Yeah, baby, you're the best.
And I'm challenging them to a cook-off. Somebody came in here and was like, that we didn't have anything better to do because we're not talking about BJ. I don't talk about BJ because I just don't give a fuck. But anyway, we all know she can't cook because she's live all the time. How do you get anything done if you're just staying on the live stream all the time? I mean,
right.
But I cook dinner for you every night, baby, don't I? And I make good bread too, don't I?
You do.
I know. It's
Well, you have to have a kitchen that's not rat, roach, and infested.
Well, that part. Don't get me started.
Or a fridge that falls through the floor because of water damage. I mean,
we do not have effing bugs. My husband knows that I am ADD and OCD. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no. No. Oh, you singing that now?
I heard him back there.
Yeah.
Singing his tune.
I'll make your pretzel dessert later.
I just want popcorn.
You just want popcorn? Okay, well, it'll be, we still got 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Babe, we have to cook.
That's too long to wait. What are you talking about?
Lord.
I love it. Love it.
Okay.
Is this
The Scott Spivey case.
This is another whole wheat bread. The other one is in the microwave and it has risen a lot. It looks good. It's ready to bake, but I've got this popcorn in the oven, so we're going to have to, let that happen first. Put that so I can get some flour down so we can stretch this out and then get it in a bowl. All right, so we mixed all that up, and your dough will look kind of shaggy once you mix all that up. And I'm going to show it to you right now. So this is my dough. After I mix it all up, we're going to stretch it out. And then I'm going to put it in a bowl with some plastic wrap over top of it. And
how's your hand feeling, by the way?
Where I punched my sister?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a pin and a screw in it right there, but I mean,
It looks
it's got arthritis in it. Look, I can't even bend my pinky
She's not
straight.
complaining about it.
See, I can't bend it all the way down. It just sticks straight out.
well, yeah, I can. It's not as swollen though. I could see it's still
Yeah.
got some swelling. I'm sure after you use it so much, like baking and stuff. I'm sure it swells up quite a bit afterwards. But
I mean, I
the
have to
swelling was so
I have
bad.
some diclofenac gel. I have to soak it.
Yeah,
But he told me it's not going to get any better. I mean, I'm 51 years old,
well,
and I really had no business getting in a fight. But listen, when it comes to my family, no, we don't.
sometimes it just
play, we
happens.
don't, I don't play that shit at all. If you want some, come get some.
She had a boxer fracture.
Yeah, broke my hand right here after, bam.
That always cracks me up when everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she is the sweetest." I'm like, "Yeah, she is."
Sweet, y'all. No, y'all. I am sweet. I have Southern social graces, but I also, if you fuck around, you will find out.
She's the type to knock you on your ass and then help you back up afterwards.
I will, and I'll bake you a pie. Which reminds me, Ash, I try not listen. I try to not be my old person, but if somebody lays their hands on me, it's going down. You understand me? Like that shit is never gonna fly with me. If you put your hands on me, we will rock and roll, buddy. I promise you that. We will rock and roll. Listen, I got a clip I want to play for you. Y'all watch this.
Southern women will rip your heart out. We will show it to you, and then we'll bake it in a pie. And then we'll back that move up with the 3 most hateful words ever strung together in the English language. Hit me. That's right. If y'all didn't hear my boo-boos up front, honey, that was bless your heart. And if y'all don't know what that means go yourself. I don't say it. I don't say that part because Jesus hears me, but yeah. Yeah, that's what it means. The LA version is you do you. And if you live on the west side, it's I love that journey for you.
You're a mess. Her TikTok, if you guys want the fun side of Dutchess, go to her TikTok. You'll get a real look of her. She can mouth those ones, though. You get them down perfectly.
Jackie, you gonna stay on my good side, darling? Y'all, listen. I am very compassionate, and I'm a very forgiving person. But if you push me, well, I can get a little sassy and smart-assy too. But then, I mean, I'll probably still forgive you.
You're just in your stage of, nah, I'm not dealing with this shit.
It's
I've
not.
dealt with this shit. We were talking about that last night.
Yes, that's me, Taco Tex.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you, Danny. I know you can't see me really with my hat on right now, but
You guys haven't seen Dutchess? She's stunning.
There's my bread, and we're gonna put some saran wrap over it. And y'all, I'm old. You know, I mean, I'm over 50, but
You're not old. Not that. 50 is the new 30.
that's what my son says. He says, "God, Mommy, you're old." And I was like, "Well, come on down here and say that to my face. I brought you in this world, and I can take you
I'll
out."
take you out. Oh, look at
And
this.
of course, he won't say that when I'm around, you know, because he knows better.
What you doing over there, buddy? What you got?
And we just put some saran wrap on it and put it in a warm place and give it about 1 to 3 hours to rise. And once it rises, we'll put this in the microwave. And once the dough, y'all saw what the dough just looked like. And then once the dough actually rises, and I do need to pull this dough apart,
No.
it will actually look like this. It'll actually be much bigger. So we're going to pull that dough out, and we're going to, let me get some flour to sprinkle, and we got to stretch it out. But yeah, that Scott Spivey case, I'm telling you, his sister, I went to the Horry County Council meeting with her to be there to support her. Because listen, y'all, law enforcement, we can't be doing vigilante justice out here, okay? Law enforcement could have been called. They could have went and found Scott if he needed to be arrested for a DUI or whatever consequences had to happen. That's what had to happen. But that's not what happened. Weldon and Kenny took it into their own hands and decided that they were going to exact justice. And there's no evidence that Scott ever pointed a gun at them. But there is evidence that Weldon was using the law enforcement office to his advantage. So now Alan Wilson has called on Barry Barnett out of Spartanburg County, South Carolina, to ask him to review this case, look at all of the information to determine if this case is really a case of immunity, or should Weldon Boyd be possibly tried in court for attempted murder and assault and battery with a weapon. And I'm really hoping that Barry Barnett's going to do the right thing. But y'all know how it is sometimes in the South. These political party heads, they get involved with protecting people, like in Probegate, where you have a bunch of Democrat and Republican people that have lots of money. And Alan Wilson, he let this one thing expire on a federal indictment of using funds. He could have moved on it for 13 months, and he didn't. And the term expired where he could prosecute. And I feel like he did that on purpose because, well, he might have something to lose in that. And I really hope this will go before a grand jury because I want them to be able to get a fair trial.
Right. Didn't the sister they filed a civil suit too. He'll be back. Air Force vet says, was a gun found on him?
Yes, a gun was found on him. Weldon said that he shot first, but it looks like that he did get off one shot and it went into the back of his truck. But Scott was shot in the back and they unloaded over 40 rounds on him. Yep. He said it was because Scott raised his arm like he was going to make a shot. But what they realized was he was actually gripping the handle to get back up into his truck. That's what they think, to take cover because he saw that they had weapons.
After following him for 9 miles.
And Weldon also, it is recorded on these phone records where he said, I had him terrified because he knew that my truck was faster than his and that I was not going to give up. I'm going to be relentless. That's what he said on a phone call. That Scott was terrified. But then Weldon said that he was terrified.
Unreal.
It doesn't make any sense. That shit doesn't add up to me. And if law enforcement would have handled it, Scott Spivey would still be alive. He could have went to jail. He could have went to court. He could have paid his price, whatever he did. And law enforcement and the justice system could have handled it.
Hank?
But Scott Spivey should still be here, regardless of how you feel about whatever. I agree, Air Force vet. It's got to go before the grand jury. But see, Alan Wilson, the Attorney General's already made his statement that they think that he should get immunity. But see, because there's a civil lawsuit, that is why this is getting another prosecutorial review. Because people have been blowing up the Attorney General because they don't agree with that. And obviously, I don't agree with that either. Because if it's okay for him, it's okay for other people to follow other people and just shoot them without any evidence. So do I need to take mine out and stir it?
You don't have to. I just choose to get it coated evenly. So, Jackie, thank you so much.
Coated pretty evenly. My gosh, when I open the oven, it smells so good.
Oh, it smells so good. Take a little, if you take it out to stir it, take a little section out for the Duke and just set it aside so he can taste test it. It is so good.
Okay.
I just stirred mine up. Yeah. It's going to go back in the oven now for 20 more minutes. And then at the end of the 20 minutes, it'll just get dumped out on parchment paper on the counter to cool. And if you want it at this when it dumps, then you add it. Jackie, I don't bake a whole lot. I prefer cooking. I prefer making candy. I like to make soup. Baking isn't really, I mean, I do, but I
It's
prefer
been therapeutic for me since my dad passed away. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. Like sometimes
Absolutely.
I just want to be by myself, and
Yeah. Hey,
just
Blank.
doing these things just helps me to deal with a lot of the different emotions and things. And
Being in the kitchen is a stress reliever for me. Like
if anybody saw my community post, I hope nobody, well, unless you're these people,
unless it applies to you.
takes that too personally. But these people that like think that I need to be doing this or doing that, or that I have to respond to them, or that I have to do this, I don't have to do anything. Like my dad died. Like I don't have to talk to you in private about anything. I don't owe you a conversation. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. And just because if I am not speaking to any particular person, it doesn't mean that I'm talking behind your back, or that I'm doing nefarious things, or that I'm angry, or that it doesn't have to mean anything. It just means respect that I'm going through something. And it tells me more about these people than it does about myself.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to give it air. I refuse to allow that shit in my life. Like just I'm like just asking for people, like anybody that has sent me a message and that has prayed for my family, that has shown kindness and compassion, please know that I appreciate y'all so very much. But if you're out here being a narcissistic bully, out here expecting me to do this, that, and the third, or continuously messaging me like, can you just call me? This is going on with me. I need this. Or, no, please just understand. If I say that if I don't respond, there's a reason. And it doesn't always have to mean that there's something personal. It just means I don't have time. I'm not in the headspace to listen or do whatever it is that you need from me at that time, because I have other things going on. And I just ask that people respect that. And if you can't respect that, just leave me the hell alone. Please.
That's right.
Because if you've lost a parent, if you've lost a loved one, you understand. Everybody moves differently. Like, I need time. Like sometimes I feel like coming around, and I'll come in Nonsense's chat and she'll tell you, sometimes I show up late. I might be there 10 minutes and then you might not see me again, because sometimes I just go, okay, I have to go do something else, because, it's sensory overload.
Yeah.
And you know what, Becky, you have never said, oh my God, where were you? I was live. Or I need you to do this. Like, you have never had any expectations of me. And I just want to say thank you. And I appreciate you just,
of course.
I don't even have to tell you my boundaries, because you respect that. And I just want to say that I appreciate you.
I'm always here.
I appreciate all of you that understand that, because my dad has been gone for a month, and it's been very difficult for me, because he was my person. He was my cheerleader. I'm the firstborn. My dad, he's my everything. And he believed in me. And I can't make those phone calls anymore when I need
proud of you
to talk to him, or have him to tell me, like, I'm so proud of you. Keep going. Don't give up. You got this. Yeah. And just appreciate y'all understand.
You know that we're here, and day by day, it's a roller coaster of emotions. I know it is, and
I appreciate it so very much. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's been a lot. Like, that's why it just goes. You know, a lot of them are saying in the comments.
Well, if I'm not around, like that's why I wasn't live for quite some time. Like I needed time, and yeah, I did. I've only been live like this for this one case. That was Thursday night, and you know, after that, it took a lot out of me, and I was like, okay, I need to do something.
That's why I didn't force her to do this, but I was like, let's just go live and make caramel corn and bullshit and talk about, you know, some of the cases you've been covering and do something different.
And you know what? If I had said no, I don't want to. You know what?
I said, okay.
Becky would have said, I completely understand that. And, you know, I'm going to do it. And if you feel like coming over, do that. And she would have been there for me, y'all, because that's what good friends do. You know.
Well, you're a good friend.
I have some, my circle is like a dot at this point, but I do have a few good friends that understand that and that have been there for me. They've given me the space that I need. And I just want to say how much I really appreciate you guys, and I love y'all. And it means a lot to me, the way that this community has just shown support and compassion.
That's what we're here for.
Thank you, Steph. Listen, I'm just human, and right now I'm broken.
You're not broken. Stop that. You're not broken. A piece of
my
you
heart is
broke. Yeah,
my heart
yeah.
is, you know.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, my dad was a central part of my life, and I'm allowed to have the feelings and go through the stages, whatever that might look like. I've never lost a parent, so I don't even know what that looks like. I'm just working through it every day, going to see my therapist, taking walks on the beach, just taking time to myself. And when I feel like I can come around, then I do. And then sometimes I just log right back off because, you know, you have to take self-care is so important, guys.
So
and
important.
This has been an important lesson about, you know, what that actually, you know, what self-care actually looks like. And some people may not understand, but, you know, I am responsible for my physical health, my mental health, my thoughts, my emotions, prioritizing my own self-care, acting in a way that aligns with my values, my attitude, my behavior, my decisions, my reactions. But I am not responsible for other people's attitudes, other people's emotions and thoughts, other people's opinions on me as a person, my decisions, other people's behavior, how people react to my boundaries, other people's physical or mental health, not my responsibility. What other people think about what I'm going through. I'm not responsible to step in and feel every need that's out there. I'm not responsible for other people's choices, fixing other people's problems, and I'm not here to fix and save people, y'all. I can't be everything for everybody. And I try. I'm a fixer. I was a nurse for many years, and that's just ingrained in me to be that person. But there just comes a time when you just have to remember what your job is. And I can't continuously compromise and tiptoe around people and anticipate people's needs and change myself to their liking. Like, I have to listen to my own self. I have to take care of my family. I have to respect myself and my time. I have to remain my true, authentic self and set healthy boundaries, you know, that protect my energy. And when I feel like I'm not being valued, I have the right to be able to walk away and say, this doesn't serve me anymore, because people outgrow things, places, and people. And it doesn't have to be anything nefarious. You are allowed to just go, this doesn't serve me anymore, and walk away. And it doesn't mean that you wish bad for people or that you have to attack somebody or you have to, go hard for them. Like, you can literally just walk away and just,
Close the door.
like, I have to say no when it's not in alignment with what is best for me. And I have to be mindful with my guests right now because I only have the energy that I have. My mom still has dementia, and I'm still traveling back and forth to take care of her with my sister out of state. Like, I still have a lot on my plate. And I just want to say that I appreciate the people that understand and respect that. And thank you, Becky, for understanding what I've been going through. You've known this entire time, though. I mean, because we talk and you did it. And for anybody in the chat that is going through tough things, listen, we're all going through things in our lives that is difficult, whether it's loss or grief, or we have health issues, or we have financial issues, or we have relationship issues. Listen, we're only human. We can only do what we can do. You don't have to be out here to be performative or join into a group because it makes you feel some type of way. Like, don't be afraid to just think for yourself and do what's best for you. Because I respect that. I respect that a lot more than than a sheep that just does whatever somebody else wants them to do or what a whole group of people are doing. Just because a group of people is doing something doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. Like, think for yourself. Like, make your own decisions. Make informed decisions about things out here. And if it gets to be too much, don't beat yourself up for saying, hey, listen, I got to log off. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, I need to go out and touch grass, smoke grass, eat grass, whatever it is. Like, that doesn't make you a bad person. It means you care about your mental health, about your physical health, about things going on in your life more so than what's going on the internet. And that's okay. It's okay to do what serves you best because only you are going to care about you. No one is going to love you more than you love you. You're the only person that is in control of you. No one else. You make the decisions about what's best for you.
That's
And
right.
I want you to know that I see you and I hear you and I feel you. And if you're going through something tough, you need to reach out and just vent. Like, I can't promise that I'll respond, but I will read it. I've read every single message that I've gotten. And that's why I wanted to say thank you for all the people that have just touched base with me to let me know. And when you guys are in the chat, and it really means a lot to me. So, and I'm sorry for this rant that I just went on, but I
Don't
just felt
apologize.
to just needed to clear the air with that. Because anybody who's been through anything like this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because there's always going to be those people who make it about them,
Ugh,
and it doesn't have anything to do with them.
it's exhausting.
I'm too old for that shit, y'all.
It's
You
exhausting.
guys think I just...
That's what I've just got. I talk to you about this all the time. I've just gotten to the point where if it's more exhausting or problematic, gives me a migraine, if that's the type of energy that somebody brings, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, my peace is always going to be more important. And sometimes out here, especially with Dutchess, because she, like, what she does on her channel is missing flyers, cases. A lot of people have unhealthy expectations for her. So the expectation of, oh, you should be doing this or you should be doing that, or she'll talk about, you know, I'm going to do this case, and she'll get 10 more that, well, why didn't you do these ones? The expectations become a lot too.
Yeah. And thank you, Be Nice Trud. I appreciate that. This is a recipe for life and popcorn, Cash. Don't make me time you out. That's how Cash gets timed out. Right there.
Hey, Aries.
Oh my gosh. Thank you to Lulabelle. I really just appreciate y'all. Thank you, Laughing Heart. It's good to see you. Aries, you and your names, I swear, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but every time I see Aries in a chat with a new name, I just crack up. And I actually just needed to laugh. So thank you, Aries. Aries, Hive Adventures of Dr. Octopus of Chili's. Aries.
The names, I don't know where he
I
comes up with.
I have no idea, but that shit cracks me up, Aries. I don't know where you come up with this, but I get it, Air Force Fit. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Be Nice, try it. I appreciate you being part of the Dutch bus and supporting us over here. It helps me bring Harley some treats from y'all. Cash thought Dutchess was just a nonsense mod, to be honest.
What?
I'm not anything important.
She's been around longer than I have. Dutchess, that's the one thing I will say through this unfortunate situation of Sebastian going missing. I got to meet Dutchess. That's how I met Dutchess, was through this case. And I am so grateful for that. Like, I have met some really good people throughout the last almost 2 years, coming up on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in no time. The holidays are right around the corner. Hank, can you be quiet? But that is one thing I am extremely grateful for.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've been here for about 4 years, Cash. Yeah. I was back when the Summer Wells case was popping off.
Oh my God! Speaking of
hanging
that,
out with Wee Frosty Ewok and a bunch of other people.
The chaos in that case, I can't even handle. Like, it's the same thing.
It's
Tonight,
crazy.
I think I am going to talk about the true crime community misusing and really ruining terms that are very important in true crime cases, and the fact that they're overtaking terms like stalking and justice for the bullshit that I'm getting really frustrated. So I think I'm going to do a live stream and talk about that tonight.
So I have a quick question though. I mean, just while we're waiting, I think we got it's about time to take it out.
Do you really want me to answer?
What is this whole thing with this nerdy addict stuff? Like, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I'm
not educated in all the things, so that's why I'm asking.
I haven't really gone that. There's so much going on, and so I'm
always the last to know because I have so much stuff going on. I can't keep up with it all, but
yeah,
I saw some crazy posts, and I was like, my God,
did you know of him from the Summer Wells or any cases previously?
I've never followed Nerdy Addict, so
same. I didn't even know who he was or anything about it. I guess there's some history with like At Night and some other people around him. I don't know if he's currently, I don't know, but he went to Tennessee from my understanding, not really sure what for, ended up meeting up with Chris. I don't know if you met up with Seth. I haven't watched all the streams yet. Don't really care to, because at the end of the day, there's no new information from law enforcement, and Sebastian is still missing. So unless it's coming from law enforcement, it's just the same regurgitated rumors, gossip, speculation. None of it can be vetted. So it's kind of frustrating. It just seems like they're trying to, I got you, sis, restart from same bullshit. Yes, sis, that's good.
I've heard about him, Bobo, but just haven't, don't know. And I don't have enough information to be well informed because I try to stay away from the dramatics of.
Yeah, it's restarting. I don't have anything positive to really say at this point because, again, it's just another rumor, gossip. There's nothing confirmed. Again, if law enforcement thought any of this was of any relevance, they would have done something. Sorry, all of our beepers went off, you guys. I know. I responded, you guys. She heard me. She ran to the gas station to get me cigarettes. $332 for tonight. Okay,
Yes.
this is what it looks like when it's done.
I agree with that. Yep, here's mine.
And if I'm being honest,
Oh, good.
I think this has something to do with the upcoming Pig Fest. That's like Crime Time Buzz and those guys said that they're going to have a meet and greet and all that shit down there. I think they're amping up for some more dramatics, if I'm being honest. And I think he's just opportunist. I don't know him, so I could be wrong on that, but it just seems that it's regurgitated rumors and bullshit that, again, if law enforcement found it to be anything, then it would be.
Somebody told me that, I guess at one time Nerdy Attic was working with Nick.
Yeah.
And now he's going to expose Nick or something like that.
I've heard the same, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched it all because I just don't care. It's the same fucking bullshit rumors, the same speculation, the same characters, the same fucking, excuse my French. I forgot your dual screaming.
This popcorn smells so good. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I made it right out of the thing. It's good. It's perfect.
And now you can add in, if you want to add in peanuts to it. You can.
I know, but I don't have any.
Okay.
I wish I did. All I have is walnuts, and he said, no
Oh,
walnuts.
that's right. He said no to walnuts. If you want to add, for anybody that's going to make this later at home, if you want to add in additional things, the only thing I would pause on is chocolate chips because it's still hot and they'll melt. And now I'm going to dump it out.
Sorry, I got to run my water for a minute. I got to wash it out.
You're
I
okay.
really do need to get some good metal mixing bowls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have, what kind do you use? What do you recommend?
I don't know what brand they are. Hold on, let me look. Hang on a second. Old. My mom's.
I really got to get some different mixing bowls for sure.
The best place for kitchen stuff is restaurant supply stores. That's where I get all my baking sheets, my cooking sheets from. That's where a lot of my stuff, like my professional kitchen stuff, came from because of the restaurant my mom had.
Jackie, it's so good.
Costco. Sam's Club might have some too.
So do I have to keep it on the parchment paper, or I should just be able to put it in a bowl?
I would put it on. I would just let it cool like that for a little bit on your paper, and then or Ziploc bags. Either one. I put it in Ziploc bags.
Well, it probably does need to cool
There you go.
a little bit. Let me see if I can.
Here's what it looks like. Here's what she be. That'll just sit here and cool off. Super simple recipe. And it's good. It's so good. Super easy. Not many ingredients. You can't really screw this up, and it does not get mushy. I don't know what these are.
Everything is covered.
They're huge. I don't know what brand they are, though. Dented.
Well, I have more popcorn, so I'm probably just going to make another batch after this.
Heck yeah, this is a hit. I'm sure the Duke will like this.
So, because I have a feeling this right here it's not going to, I'm not going to have much left after this is going to be gone for sure.
My father-in-law and mother-in-law will eat it during their football games and stuff, like for their snacks. And then the next time I see them, they'll have the empty bag with just a few little scraps in it. And I'm like, okay, you want more? They know it's this time of year that I start doing this stuff, so they get their goodies. Look I got it on my shirt. This is why I wear.
Jackie, my mom is doing okay. She's had pneumonia and she was in the hospital, but she is home now. She's on her second round of antibiotics and she is on oxygen and she is doing some nebulizer treatments at home. And she's getting better as far as her memory and stuff goes. I mean, she's still struggling, with her Alzheimer's, but, it's just one day at a time.
Well,
she calls me throughout the day and we talk and I just try to keep her in good spirits. And, we have people coming over to check on her when my sister and I can't be there. And, it's just a matter of taking turns. I want her to come and live with me so I can be here with her 24 hours a day, but she doesn't want to do that. So, we're just flying by the seat of our pants right now. And when the day comes when we have to make a decision, we will. Bootstrap, you can add nuts.
Yep. You can add anything. You can add nuts, M&Ms. Like I said, anything chocolate based, though, I would wait until.
And I do have some.
But yes, you can absolutely.
I do have some of these chocolate chip things left over.
Yeah, you can mix anything. You can make it like a trail mix. You can actually make that caramel. I know a lot of people refer to it as.
Do I need to add it in while it's hot?
I would. How warm is it? Is it melting temperature still?
No.
Then you should be okay.
All right. Well, we'll pour some of this on. I'm sure that it just look like that.
If
He didn't like that I only had walnuts, though. He wasn't happy about that.
If you do like this kind of stuff, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff this fall. I will be making almond roca again, peanut brittle, fudge, all of the things. So most of those recipes are already posted. I have a really good recipe for caramel apples, homemade caramel for the caramel apples, and then how to dip them. We played with a bunch of different recipes a couple of years ago and found a really good one that is, it's so good.
Oh, that does sound good.
In fact, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll make some tomorrow.
Hubby loves cheesecake, so we might need to do a cheesecake one because I can tell you right now, he's done asked me about that twice.
We can do that.
The cheesecake.
That's a process and a half, but we can absolutely.
I know, and I was like, babe, I don't know if we can do that on the live stream. I may just have to get her recipe and then just make it. Maybe I'll do a short on it, but. I did the Buckeyes last year. Like we could do that again. But if you have some other recipes and you want to do like another dual stream, again, just let me know. Cause I really I enjoy just, doing the cooking and stuff like that. It really this is kind of like just relaxing for me, just to be able to do something that takes my mind off of.
I'll put it in here, my backup channel.
Because covering cases is stressful, and sometimes I just don't have the energy to go over and listen about a bunch of other cases because mentally, I'm just not there. You know what I mean? It's stressful enough to have to worry about the cases that I'm covering. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tyler Dole's case. He is the duck hunter that went missing here in the Little River Jetty in South Carolina, which is in my backyard. And I've been covering that case for almost 3 years on my channel. And he was never found. There's some serious questions and corruption going on in that case as well. And we have been recapping Tyler's case. I did part 1 right before my father passed. That was at the beginning part of September. My father passed on September 13th. So, but a week before that, we were going to have part 2. And then I got a call that my dad fell and he had to be taken to the hospital. So we never got to do part 2. So this Sunday at 8 p.m., we're going to be doing part 2 on Tyler Dole. And I'm dropping all kinds of receipts and things that I have in this case. So, if you want to recap that case, you can always go back and watch Tyler Dole part 1 which was earlier on in September. We'd love to have you come over on Sunday and listen to this case and share it out. The family would really appreciate it. And there's a good chance that the family is going to be there. There's maybe Shay, his aunt, who is helping, to get Tyler's information out. She's working with SLED. She is working with attorneys, just trying to get everything set up to try to get answers, for her family. So
here's my backup channel. I posted it in both of our chats. There you go. Yeah, and if you guys could please sub up to Dutchess. She is so close to 10K. We're like 500 away, I think. So if you guys can help me get her to 10K, so then when we do fundraisers, Dutchess can join in and co-host and do the same thing on her channel, and we can do them together. We've been wanting to get her to 10K, so that is what
yes.
Up. So if you guys could help me, that would be great. Share her stuff out, engage with her stuff. She doesn't come on like I do. She doesn't talk shit like I do. She's a lot nicer than I am.
Well, according to who?
Yeah, true. Depends on who you ask. But if you guys could help me do that, that would be great. Because Dutchess is always the one that's super willing to help me with all this stuff. So I would appreciate it if you could sub up if you're not already subbed up to Dutchess's channel.
And I did drop my TikTok link. If any of you guys are on TikTok and you want to watch me post about Georgia, me fuss over there, me make a bunch of funny videos, because when I go to TikTok, I don't watch true crime, y'all. I go over there to laugh and share things that I like. And so
she cuts up.
Yeah, that's my place that I cut up. I would not advise following true crime over there on TikTok. It is a shit show. Stop saying I'm strict, Cash.
She is not.
You make me sound like I'm a principal or something. And I'm not. Let me see if I can find the live stream for part 1 for Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
And that way, if you guys are not caught up on this case, you can watch the recap, because at the very end of part 1, I dropped a phone call that no one has ever heard in 3 years. And I played it for the first time on that live stream. And it tells a lot. It's an authentic phone call that I was asked to be a part of so that it could be turned over to law enforcement. And you're definitely going to want to hear what that phone call is about. So I'm going to share a link for that video.
It doesn't get mushy. Quite the opposite. Oh, I'm on mute.
Thank you to Lula Bell. I appreciate that. I really do miss my dad and my mom. My mom's not taking it very well, with her having dementia. She's not really understanding all the things, and she's not able to, make decisions and stuff. So my sister and I are having to take care of everything, which is fine, because that's what family's supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of each other, not get in fist fights. Okay, about it. So we did make up, just so everybody knows. Kay Kanuga, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
Rubber just found us. Hey, Rubber.
Hey, Rubber Ramada. Well, I really didn't. I did post it on my community wall, but I'm glad that you're here. You'll have to be quiet. Welcome to the Dutch Bus, guys. If you were gifted a membership, who did we get in here? Quinny and listen, I'm old. I got to get my ring glasses on. Fire Chick, Julie Ann, Missy, and Angel Chips Delco.
You can play your little welcome to the Dutch Bus thing, Dutchess. You can play your.
Oh yeah, let me play my little Dutch Bus thing.
Seatbelts, everyone!
love that so much. That's like one of my favorite clips.
I do. I love that one too. The bus going off the road. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute for a second.
That's par for the course for me. The bus going off the rails. Unfortunately, she may be gone in a year. Happened with my granddad and grandma. I understand. My mom's mother had Alzheimer's, and you know, she was, I think once she got diagnosed, she only had it for just a couple of years, but she was a lot older. Like my grandmother was like 88, 89 when she got diagnosed. And then she ended up having to go into a nursing home, and she fell and broke her arm. And after that, she didn't recover. So that was my mom's mom. But my mom is young. I mean, she is. I mean, she's 74. But you never know. And I just hate it. I hate it. And I hate it for the grandkids. You know, I mean, my son is 32 and married, but my sister has young kids. So, hey, Miss Susan, you're probably behind, but I'm so glad to see you here. Hello. This Susan, thanks for being here. That's right. Nonsense is secretly munching on that delicious popcorn. Y'all, it is so good and so easy to make. That chocolate is already melting into this popcorn that I put over it. I put these chocolate chips, and it has already melted into this popcorn. Y'all, it is so good. Hank is eating it. Well, Harley can't have any of this because it's got chocolate. Your mom had Alzheimer's too, Tallulah Bell? I'm so sorry. It's very tough. Hey, Granny's watching. You're going to send your address and container? Y'all, this is yummy for sure. We decided we'd do a dual stream to make some yummy popcorn. Oh my gosh, look at that with the big chocolate on it. Y'all, my gosh. I still have another bowl of popcorn from where I popped that whole cup in my Dutch oven. So I think I'm probably going to just make another batch of this toffee popcorn for the Duke, because this will be gone by tonight after we finish watching TV.
Oh, it's so good.
There won't be any more of this. So
I know.
You know, and I still have that whole thing of popcorn left.
I'm telling you, it's so easy though. It really is like the simplest thing to make, and it's so good. People think it's so hard to make, and it's really
Look at my bread. It is really rising. It's about ready to go in the oven.
Okay, get the Duke to come in and taste test it so we can get his reaction to it. Kyle's not even home, which is good because that's going to my father-in-law. I'm going to take the girls over tomorrow to see my in-laws and take them their sweets. So this will be gone. I'll end up making another batch probably next weekend or this week because this won't last. Hey, Janice in accounting, have a good day. Wendy, thank you so much. And to everybody going through and grieving loved ones, I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right, here it comes. Hey, y'all, it's the Duke. Tell us about it, babe.
Is he scared?
Probably. I could laughing hard. Can't you come to Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, that's good. I need.
Now he needs something. What you need? Harley. I about fell over the dog. Now look, I still have all this other popcorn left over. So I can make some more. Oh, he needs a bowl. I told you there was not going to be any left.
It's good though.
Damn.
It's so
That
good.
was not a good decision.
Well,
I'm
it's not
telling you.
No, that you didn't use a spatula.
And it's not
We
over.
could have just scooped it with a spoon. Right here. Do you need to get a different bowl? Or can you just wipe that off? Bring it over here. I'll fill it up.
It's
Yeah, I
so
want
good.
to see the mess he just made. Is the chocolate is starting to melt, and I need to probably stir it again.
It's so dang good though. It's
Oh my gosh, the
It's not.
smell is incredible, though.
it is. And it's not too sweet.
I don't need much. That's plenty.
What in the hell?
Somebody tearing stuff up.
I know these damn teenagers and their jacked up trucks out here raising hell.
He's happy now.
You know how it is. It's a Saturday.
This is perfect though. It gives him a snack to eat while watching football. I don't know why this recipe has always been. I've tried other caramel corn recipes and I never like them.
This is so much better than like the kind that you buy in the store that's like already pre-made in a bag. This is so much better.
And it's not soggy. It's not overly sweet. You can taste it. You can't taste the salt, but it definitely doesn't have that like overpowering, like sickly sweet.
Yeah, this is good for
Mhm.
sure.
And it's like what,
You
5
for
degrees?
sharing this recipe with me.
Of course. Thanks for making it with me. I was glad. I was like, Dutchess, and she's like, what are we doing? What are you getting me into?
If it involves cooking, I'm always down to try new things. I'm always down to try new things. Y'all know that when I come in a chat, I'm always like, well, I'm cooking for the Duke because
Brandon, you can make this.
my hubby is, I gotta feed him. He's a hard worker. I'm a good wife. I gotta feed the hubby. So now he's got something to snack on. So
Poor Kyle's watching us up in Washington. And
yeah, y'all come over to my channel and give me a thumbs up.
yes, please. We're trying to get Dutchess back a little bit back in the algorithm here. Since
Everybody probably left after I called Betty and BJ to task and said, let's have a cook-off. Let's do it. Because your opinion is not part of the recipe. Bring them hands. Let's get busy. Let's have a cook-off. Let's do the damn thing. I'm up for the challenge.
What do you want to make next, Jackie? What do you guys want to make next? We can do caramel apples. That's my favorite thing. We can do the caramel apples if you guys want me to do that. I'm not going to do pumpkin patches this year because we don't have anything for them to go to, but if you have kids or little kids, that is a great recipe to do with young ones. They're good and it's fun. Hank, quit.
Do you think I look official, Cash? Is that what you're saying? I got to have my apron on. I put it on because when I make bread, I always make a mess. Yeah, exactly, Bootstrap. You see what I'm saying? Like, maybe I could teach them a few things. I mean, I can teach them how to make homemade biscuits. My biscuits are the bomb.
Buttermilk or not?
I make them both ways. Hubby likes the buttermilk biscuits.
We could do that sometime too, homemade biscuits and gravy, because that's super easy and people don't even realize how easy like homemade biscuits and gravy are. The gravy is super simple. We could do, because I wonder if I make it different. So we could start doing like cooking south versus north.
True.
That would be kind of
I'd be interested to see how you make them because they're probably still good. Mine is my grandma's recipe from the 1930s.
Yeah,
it's like 4 ingredients. So, and I basically just taught myself how to make loaf bread.
Yeah,
like
that's
I said,
awesome.
this one is really rising up. This one's going to be whole wheat.
So
I'm waiting for my oven to cool off so I can put it in my Dutch oven and slip that baby in the oven. I'll post a picture of the outcome later. So It's about ready. And the one that I just mixed up while we were live, it's only been about 30, 45 minutes. So it hasn't really risen very much yet. So it's probably going to take a couple more hours, but it'll be.
Are you being
This the other one. I don't want it to get too over fermented, so I gotta let my oven cool off. Because I like to put my Dutch oven into a cool oven and then preheat it to 450 with the lid on. So then when my dough is ready, I can just drop it in there with my basket, lower the dough in, let it cook for 30 minutes. And then take the lid off, cook it for an extra 15, and then all I have to do is lift it out, and voila, bread without all the preservatives in it.
I got a question, Cash, for Jackie. Granny, I can teach you how to make this in seriously no time. Like you can make this. This is so easy to make, and your family would love it. The kids would love it. It's super good, this popcorn. But
Great.
what would our
Thumbs down.
Cash? What are our biscuits for Jackie? She said scone. They're not a scone. American biscuits aren't a scone. What would be comparable? Not a cookie. I can't remember what they refer to them as. Like
I thought they were cookies.
I can't remember. Anybody else know what they're called? Well, Kyle's living on. No, Granny, I promise you could make this. I know you could.
Poor Granny's watching. She burns bag popcorn. I made mine in a Dutch oven. And it took about 5 minutes to pop right up in some vegetable oil.
A dryer scone. Okay, so they say a dryer scone or cookie.
Oh.
It's basically, it's a bread product. I don't even know how to explain it. I use the Biscuit Supreme recipe from, I think it's the Better Homes and Garden or the Better Betty Crocker, like the cookbook from the 1920s or 30s that has been going around.
Right.
That's the recipe. My mom made adaptations to it, and that's what I use for mine.
Okay. Yeah, I just use self-rising flour so I don't have to add the baking powder and the salt. Because if you use self-rising flour, it's only when you use all-purpose flour that you have to actually add that extra salt and baking powder. And a lot of people get that confused. They don't realize that.
Should we
I make it easy on myself. I use self-rising flour, unbleached, and then I don't have to add that extra stuff. I just use that instead. And that just cuts out half of the thing that you need to do. So
you want to know what I get made fun of for every time I cook online?
And of course, I got my trusty rolling pin.
Well, you
when Duke acts up, I chase him with the rolling pin.
This is what I get made fun of every time I'm cooking on live stream. Look at, I cleaned the caramel off.
On your shirt.
Do you even bake? Do you even bake though? If you don't have, who has flour and sugar?
I need to get one of those. I have huge I have 15 pounds of flour on my countertop. I need to get a bucket so I can keep mine.
Well, and these have the cool lock tops.
Yeah, that's what I have my dog food. We keep our dog food and have one of the like in a bucket, and then we have like the airtight.
See, that's what same kind of thing.
I just need to get another bucket so I can keep. So yeah,
that's what you need, and it keeps them so. This is from Winco, the bucket and the lid. I
have to tell hubby he needs to get me one because keeping it under the counter would be so much easier than me stacking up all this flour, because as much bread as I bake,
right?
I go through flour like crazy, but it's like I run out of counter space because I have so much. Those are big ass buckets, aren't they, Jackie?
It's what I grew up with. So then I just got my own. But I'm telling you, like, I'll go through an entire bucket in a baking session. Like, cookies, all the things for
Mhm.
candies and stuff. I don't use as much flour, but when you get going, the sugar, I will go through a bucket and a half of sugar
Oh yeah.
in no time, in 2 days when you do
I,
that.
well, let's see, just in the last less than 2 weeks, I baked 15 pounds of flour.
Yeah.
And
It
bread.
goes like that. That's why those buckets are handy. They're
Yeah.
really handy and they last. Like they're airtight. Nothing gets in them. Every time I pull them out, though, they're like, "What is that, Becky?" And I'm like,
I mean, do you even cook?
"Do you even
I
cook
mean,
though?"
now I understand if you're single and you don't really have anybody in your family, but I mean, it's just me and the dude. But like, I'm just used to making home cooked meals, so I want to make sure that after he's worked all day, that he's got a good meal to eat. You know, he deserves that much. I mean, yeah, I do his laundry and clean the house and all that stuff, like all the wifely. Yeah, so it's good for rolling biscuits, but it's also good for chasing your man around the house when he don't listen.
Mine needs some WD-40.
Yeah, 15 pounds of flour. Okay, Canute. I got my listen, my whole neighborhood is eating my bread right now.
She's been making bread like daily.
Elizabeth, I've been making my artisan bread. I've got 2 more loaves right here. This one's been rising for about almost 3 hours. So it's about ready for me to put it in my Dutch oven. It's just homemade bread. Because buying bread from the store is just expensive and it doesn't taste nearly as good. Yeah, washcloth. That's exactly what it is. It's washcloth. Steph. So this dough is, it's ready for sure. I don't want it to over ferment. So I'm gonna have to get it in the oven soon. I really need to sit it out.
Wasn't it last weekend before that I made apple crisp and you were making bread then too?
Mm-hmm.
I was making apple.
Doing something. I got so many dishes I need to do. My gracious.
You know what I need to get? A bigger mixer. I have the standard size, like the regular size mixer.
Yeah.
But I need to get the industrial, like the restaurant size.
Yeah, I think mine is like a 6-quart mixer, and I don't really know how I could do it without my mixer for sure.
I need a bigger one.
I need to stretch this dough one more good time and put it on my silicone pad. I usually leave it out for 30 minutes prior to me baking.
Are those from that silicone pad? Is that from Pampered Chef?
No, this is actually from Amazon.
Where are mine? I have a bunch of these.
That's how you know that your dough is not over risen, is that it is a little bit, because see, I've got a little bit left, but if you can dump your bowl and it doesn't stick to the inside of the bowl, you know that your dough is ready. If you pull your dough out and it starts being real stretchy and bubbly and it doesn't want to come out of the bowl, then it's over fermented, which you can still eat it. But some people don't like it that way. So
Bye, Cash. Have a good day, sir.
bye, Cash.
What do you got now?
We're geeks. Come on now.
You're just learning that?
Cash, the whole time I thought that you was the geek.
I swear, every time I leave this house, that adult child of mine reorganizes my pantry and my kitchen, and I can't find shit.
Well, mine's grown and doesn't even live in my state. So, but before that, yeah, I get it.
It's so annoying. I'm like, what are you doing? Where is my shit? Stay out of my kitchen.
You're supposed to cut it with a regular knife. Let me see what we can do here.
Oh, there it is. I found it. I just had to bend over further. Way back. Okay, these are from Pampered Chef, I think. They are the silicone mats. I've had them since I was in my early 20s. I bought them. But these are amazing for cookies or anything like that. They actually come with this. And I'm sure you can get them in other brands, probably on Amazon.
Yeah, I think I got these two for like $8 or $9, maybe.
Come here. Yeah, you can get them way cheaper than Pampered Chef. But this pan here with the air holes in it, it is amazing. I've had this probably going on 16, 17 years, and they are incredible. For cookies, any type of like baking, everything just slides right off of them. And that you get a consistent cooking through them because of the air holes. If you ever need a good, yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so I just did my design on my bread.
Oh, look how cute that is. See, I want the bread. I love a good bread. I love bread. Love bread.
Cash, thank you for being a member for 17 months. We appreciate you supporting the Dutch Bus Squad.
Are you bored, buddy?
I do make my own homemade pizza dough too. I sure do. So we're going to let that rise for 30 minutes, and then we just pick this up and we sit it inside of this Dutch pan once it warms up at 450 degrees, and then we will cook it, and we'll be ready to rock and roll with that bread. And we're going to let this other bread rise, and then we'll take it to the neighbors. My husband said I should start my own bakery.
At this point,
I was like, I don't really want to cook that much, but yeah, I do make my own homemade pizza dough. We make homemade pizza, and I cook it in my cast iron skillet because that's the only pizza he'll eat. It
looks amazing. Her pizza. You've got pictures on your community wall, right?
I do of my homemade pizza.
It looks so good.
Well, Jackie, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us today. This has been actually a fun stream, and I appreciate you asking me to do this with you. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. I'm multi-talented. I can talk a lot of shit, but I can also throw it down in the kitchen.
Same.
I mean, I'm multi-talented. What can you say?
You're going to make a Greek pizza, Air Force vet? That sounds good. Hubby had a Greek salad earlier, and he was using white pepper, and it came out too fast, and the whole kitchen, I don't know if y'all know what white pepper is, but it is extremely strong, and I'm telling you what, it like took me out. But white pepper I use that like in my chilies. It's very spicy. It's very different from black pepper. So, wait, you need me to do pizza on a live stream? I've done it before, Kay, but I can do it again. Hey, Victoria. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Jackie says, I don't know you nonsense, but I like you already. Jackie, your avatar is taking me out right now. Let me get my glasses on. What is that? That is a scary
dog's mouth.
It's a what?
It's a dog's mouth. The snout of a dog.
It looks like a scary dog. I thought it was a bat at first.
Nope, it's a dog. It looks like Harley or Hank's mouth. Up close.
It does, with the fangs on the bottom. Elizabeth said, okay, next live, pizza dough. Because you actually have multiple dimensions to who you are. Tired of people saying you bitch about people. I agree with that. There is lots of things. Nonsense is so much more than just, listen, when she covers people, it has nothing to do with it being personal or going after people's looks or shaming them or anything like that. Like, she's basically just taking their own words and talking about what the problematic situation is.
I can be a shit though. I can be petty, but I usually warn you beforehand that I'm going to be petty because I've just had enough.
That's Sophie. She's Saluki. Okay. Boop that nose.
Agreed. Saluki, I've never heard of a.
That's interesting.
We
Look,
just
let's do this little video of Harley real quick.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being my followers. I love you. Have a beautiful day.
I love her so much.
we need to be neighbors so Harley and Hank can just play.
Yes. And then they will pass out and not keep us
Yes.
up all night.
We both get on the phone and we're bitching about the dogs because both of them are like sitting there just bugging us the entire time. And then they hear each other squeaking their toys and it's hysterical.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
He's just following me around.
Hey, Lovey.
Stay down.
They are the sweetest. She's in there with her daddy watching TV right now with a TREAT. So that's why it's so quiet in the kitchen right now.
She's
because she loves her daddy. And it's giving mommy a little break. A Saluki is an Arabian greyhound, and they have long hair on their ears and tail.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool.
That's really cool.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Jackie.
Oh, get away. Get away.
Kay says, of course you can be, but we are all petty at times, and those who hone in on that are annoying. Look in the mirror, folks.
Oh my gosh, Kay. It's so ridiculous. Some of the things lately that have been said, like the shit last night that I played of BJ saying, if anybody in their wildest dreams, like, I don't know how people concoct stuff. If we knew something that was relevant or helpful in a missing child's case, it would have gone to law enforcement. To even make the claim that I might know something or I'm holding secrets, first of all, I don't do that. Secondly, all of this shit is gossip and rumors. I don't know what happened to this child, and I don't trust anything. I don't know these people. I don't know shit about Dutchess and I both. Like, we don't know. We have no idea what happened. No clue.
I don't have any secrets. I mean,
Right.
If there's a secret, nobody told me about it. If there was something I felt was nefarious, first of all, I'm not going to come to YouTube. It's none of YouTube's damn business. If I feel like there's something that I've been told that I have concerns about it, I'm not going to bring it up and do a live stream on it. I'm going to call the police or I'm going to make a report, and then I'm going to stay quiet about it, because that's what real true crime people would do if they got a tip that they were concerned about. They're not going to come out here and use it to gaslight people or without receipt. Like, why do I want to go live and talk about some he said, she said, hearsay with no receipts and then get everybody's blood pressure up? That's just not who I am.
Well, and the other part about that is so much of the rumors and this gossip and the speculation has nothing to do with the actual case or the child being missing. And this can apply to multiple cases. To even assume or put it into the universe that we're holding secrets. Again, no, it's gossip and rumors. There's nothing that is anything of substance. And who knows the baseline of these? By the time you hear it or us creators hear stuff, it's usually like fifth or sixth hand. And who knows where it started. And if they started it for bullshit to put more games out there, you got to remember all of the games and shit that has been played in these cases. It's wild how this shit goes. But it bugs me that was even mentioned, because I wouldn't use secrets or carry secrets. If there was something that would ever help this child's case, I would have already handled it with law enforcement long time ago. And it wouldn't have been content. None of this shit's content. Gossip and rumors, that's where we end up in these spots with these cases as is, because too many people bring the gossip and rumors to YouTube to cause fucking bullshit. Excuse my French.
Well, I mean, if you guys watch the Scott Spivey case, I invite you to watch it from the beginning. I mean, if you want to skip my intro, please do. But hearing the chat discussion video, I feel is very important, because I point out a lot of important things that people that actually do true crime
Mm.
need to realize. And I
Mm.
think a lot of people miss that. And if you have like 3 minutes, I can play you that little clip.
Yeah, please do.
Because, if you're out here covering cases, like there's certain things, like when you're in a chat and you're discussing cases, like there's a certain way to act. There's a certain
Ooh.
way to present things. There is a reasonable way to look at things, and things that you should not do involving cases, because it's not helpful to the case.
Right.
So if you guys have a few minutes, like I'll play that little chat guidelines clip that I have, and it'll kind of tell you like how I do things from my perspective on my channel. So let me just play this real quick, and you guys be the judge and tell me what you think. Welcome to Dutch Girl, Myrtle Beach. Crime has a ripple effect. It affects the entire community, not just the victim and the criminal. Crime destabilizes communities. It causes fear and mistrust. It often has a clear connection to ongoing tensions or mistrust present within the community and in the community's connection to the outside world. Crime is a sensitive topic because of the egregious abuse of human rights and liberties that it entails. Approaching crime and victims with sensitivity and with a willingness to tell the truth regardless of circumstances is what can allow healing to begin for communities impacted by traumatic events. These are the rules for this chat discussion. Do not harass, threaten, or do anything to another chatter or panel guest that is unwanted. This means do not attack their character, race, heritage. Do not dox. If you disagree with someone, respond to the subject, not the person. There is no place on this channel where hate speech will be tolerated. Please do not cause derision in the chat and disrupt the flow of chat in this live stream. This live stream is for adults only. That means 18 and over. Do not impersonate another chatter or a moderator on this channel. If you are caught, you will be permanently banned from this channel. Anyone coming in and harassing, doxing, or threatening my panel guest will be immediately banned from this channel. Anyone caught bashing the Dutch Girl Myrtle Beach moderators will be immediately timed out and banned from this channel. Engage with empathy in this live stream. Treat all other chat participants respectfully, even when you disagree. A heated argument does not lead to constructive discussion. Report harmful behavior. If a user is insulting others, making violent threats, or violating the chat rules, report them to a moderator rather than engaging in direct confrontation. The moderators will handle it. Stick to the facts. Use credible sources like news articles, police reports, and court documents. The goal is to inform, not to spread misinformation. Avoid speculation, especially in unsolved cases. Spreading unfounded theories can be highly disrespectful to victims and their families. It can also distract from ongoing investigations. Do not glorify criminals or violence. This includes refraining from expressing romantic or admiring sentiments towards perpetrators. Such glorification diminishes the victims and the severity of the crime. Focus on the social impact. Discussions can be more productive if they focus on systemic issues related to a case, such as failures in the criminal justice system or broader societal problems. My name is Dutchess, and this is Dutch Girl Myrtle Beach. I'm from South Carolina. I'm a podcaster. I talk about true crime, corruption going on in South Carolina. I also make missing flyers for missing people all around the United States. I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell if you want to receive future updates on my live streams and videos. Make sure you got your notepads and your pens and your tinfoil hats. Buckle up, the Dutch bus is getting ready to leave the station. And for me, then, in a nutshell, I just tried to summarize like why we need to have constructive conversation and why people coming into chat and trying to disrupt that. It really distracts from the important conversation and it diminishes victims. It diminishes their story. You know, people that have these channels like allegedly. Well, I mean, what good are you doing by speculating on an open, active case? What you should be doing is sharing factual information so that these cases can be shared with, respect and dignity to the victim and to their families, so that the people that are responsible, if there is someone responsible, if someone knows what has happened to someone that's missing, or if there's a crime that's taken place, then, like the glorifying criminals like that is wrong.
It's so weird.
And so, I just felt like, when I made this particular video, I wanted to summarize why true crime, why we discuss it, and how we should be discussing it, and how we should be treating these cases.
Right. Yeah.
Tackaholic, thank you so much for the $1.99 super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the Dutch Bus Squad. Thank you, Jackie.
I think tonight I'll probably talk about it. I'll probably do a stream this evening. One thing that's really bothering me is words have power, especially in the crime community and in crime in general. Stalking is an extremely dangerous situation that people have lost their lives to. Like true stalking victims, they go through so much. And I think what we are seeing is these terms be diminished by people who claim they're true crime creators. And it's very disgusting to me because you have a whole group of people who cannot even distinguish fact from bullshit. Like when you take away and actually separate out the actions, what's actionable, what the court will do something about, what law enforcement sees as, victims of stalking go through so much. And to hear people use that term, one in particular I'm thinking of, and I'll talk about it tonight so it doesn't get all mixed up or Dutchess doesn't get blamed for it. 235 times that label was put on somebody. Now, again, people need to learn to separate emotion. I like this creator too, but watching her do this and then the proof that she is providing do not align. And when you are claiming that you are an ethical reporter in the true crime and you yourself are diminishing the word stalking, harassment, and then you're going and covering these crimes of people and you've replaced it's muddying the water, and it's truly disgusting and so disrespectful to actual stalking victims.
Yeah.
Bootstrap agreed. Hey T.
Yeah, I have to agree. And that's, a lot of people don't like the way that I run my channel because I don't allow the drama. Right. I don't allow, listen, people say I silence people from having an opinion. That's not true. You can have an opinion, attack the argument, not the person. But if you come in attacking people on my panel, parents that are just trying to share information about a missing child, I'm not going to tolerate that. I don't have to. It's my channel. And I demand respect because we do not know if anyone is guilty of anything.
Right.
We still don't know. And it's been 2 years later and we still don't know if anyone is guilty in Sebastian's case. We don't have any factual information that supports that the parents have done anything. But listen, right out the gate, as soon as I did the interview, I had a whole bunch of people coming in, attacking them, claiming that they, oh my God, it makes me sick because speculation does not help. These parents are going through the worst time in their life, and to accuse people of something that may not be true, I can't. I'm not going to allow that.
Well, and they
Exactly,
dig up,
Jackie. My channel, my rules.
they dig up stuff in the background of these people and family and friends of these people that have absolutely zero relevancy to the actual act of the child going missing. Like they go as far and wide, but this is how they do it. Like this is how social media, and it's really, we're starting to see more and more negative impacts on these cases with the social media involvement. And now you have people with huge platforms diminishing huge terms like stalking. It's a problem. But Cash, on the predator term, people can have predatory behavior and be a predator, not in the facet of a child either. Like you can have predators of other types or predatory behavior, but it's always, I mean, it's the right way to like explain like this is predator behavior or this is predatory behavior, not in that capacity. It's important to distinguish. And people intentionally will use that word for the emotional pull of it.
Right. I think that's one of the things that, caused me to take a step back from covering cases, because
Yeah.
I do a lot of research. I take a lot of time to look into these cases before I go live. I don't just hit the button and then review something or pull up something on Facebook and then just take that as the facts. Like I make sure that I have all of the information that I can, the factual information. And if something out there is speculation in a Facebook group, well, I'm not necessarily going to address that because, well, I don't know if it's true. And how is that going to help the case? It diminishes the case. It diminishes the victim when we're out here sharing speculation and information. Listen, you can have your own thoughts and opinions. That doesn't mean I don't have my own thoughts and opinions about several different cases. But do I go out here and share them and, implicitly put that and portray onto other people that this is what I think is going on and this is what you should believe? No.
Absolutely.
I want people to keep an open mind and to look at the information and make the judgment for themselves. And when you go to other places and you hear the information and you're getting a bunch of bullshit, then you should be able to make the determination, hey, this channel is giving factual, good information. I know I can go here if I want to find out what's going on, versus someone who's gaslighting you on a thumbnail. Exactly, Jackie. Going after parents, making up scenarios, speculating that, oh, this could be this is that. I heard from so-and-so, showing no receipts. Just because you have some intuition, which half these people out here don't even know what intuition is, that they think something is going on. You got to have receipts. When you go to court, you have to have evidence. You can't just waltz into court and be like, well, I think so-and-so unalive my child, and so therefore we're going to have a trial. No, ma'am. That is not the way that it works. You people need to educate yourself. If you're going to be over there talking about cases, and also when you're talking about cases, doing all this hem-hawing around and talking about all these other subjects and having your not so better half in the background running his mouth and talking all this nonsense and doing all this crazy shit and distracting and falling asleep and getting off the subject and not staying on point, and get your shit together. If you want people to respect the work that you do in this community, you actually have to put in some effort. You can't just go out here and go live and then lose control of your chat and the people on your panel and talk about 14 different things when your title says you're supposed to be focused on this case. You need to get on there, talk about the case, and finish it out. And if you've got something else you want to say that's off topic, well, then you should just make another live stream and talk about that. Don't muddy the case up with all your bullshit.
Right. That's why I will never be able
my opinion. That's just my opinion.
No, it's the truth though, but that's why I will never do true crime. I'm not But I'm not a huge, and you know this, I'm not into
Crack
like the true
alcoholic.
crime like aspect of it. I am interested in some of the cases, the ones like Dutchess covers that are, I mean, they're, and I'm into, I shouldn't even, I hate saying it that way because it's not entertainment to me. These are people's worst moments that we are watching. Yeah, a good documentary over some cold cases. I will watch stuff like that, but I am not into the praising and the salivating over every single detail of 20 years ago, this person did this or this. Yeah, sometimes it becomes relevant as it's going, but these people get on these streams, these quote unquote creators that call themselves true crime, and they can't even tell you what evidence is. They're using and weaponizing our court systems. If you were true crime, you would never take services and resources from victims
Exactly.
and then lie about what's happening. You would never, ever remotely do those things.
And Cash, you're exactly right. Freedom of speech should not overcome morals and common sense and empathy. Listen, you can have your thoughts and opinions, but if you come to my channel to listen to a case, I expect you to act like you have some common sense. And if you feel like you want to go attack somebody, you're not going to do it on my channel. That doesn't mean that you can't feel the way that you feel. If you want to make a statement, do it respectfully.
Right.
But you don't have to come in there and call the parents murderers, or you don't have to make accusations without evidence. You can't win a court case without evidence, and you sure as hell ain't going to win anybody over on YouTube. And I feel like that's where people have gone left. They think they can just get on here and say whatever they want to. And that's why the work that you do on your channel is very important, because you use their own words to make a very valid point about the things that are happening in this community that is not beneficial to victims and their families.
It's just, I wish I could clone myself. I really do, because you and I talk about this a lot off stream, privately. We talk about how there are so many of these people that do this. Some are just put together better. Some just have more articulate ways about it. They're still doing the exact same grimy stuff, trying to take out competition. Like, it's such a hard situation to be in, where people's worst moments, the most horrific things that you could ever imagine, a child going missing, a horrible tragedy, somebody getting murdered, things of that nature, that people are salivating over those details and making money, like calling it a career, and they have no care or concern for the victims. They have no understanding of the law or what victims truly go through. They have no understanding of what evidence actually is, because most of the time they're trying to present evidence as rumor and gossip and fucking shit that, excuse my French, doesn't even matter. There are so many people, just like a few that I've detailed on my channel. There's so many that need the same type of coverage and pushback on them. And as soon as you start pushing back on them, you're threatening their money, because people might see the truth of how horrible they are to victims and their families. Laws need to change for victims. And none of these people that usually are, I'm a victim of stalking, are usually even remotely in the wheelhouse of what truly happens to these victims.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the ethics of true crime, I mean, there is a serious conflict, between these people creating entertainment and, looking at this as the paycheck that runs their whole household. This is not a paycheck for me, y'all. I mean, my husband, I run my own art business. My husband is employed full time. We will make it without my YouTube channel. That is not why I created my YouTube channel. I created my YouTube channel because, well, I almost drowned in the ocean over 20 years ago, and I was almost a missing person. And I live in an area in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where a lot of people go missing. There's a lot of trafficking. There's a lot of drugs. We have, I cannot even tell you how many cases of people missing that have been unsolved. And this is why I started my channel. But we have this conflict, this ethical conflict between creating this form of entertainment, just like Bootstrap says here, The problem is they found out that being a tragedy pimp gets them super chats versus respecting the real life trauma of victims and their families. Ethical true crime prioritizes being accurate, having consent from the survivors and families, centered around the victim's story. When you're talking about the story, you don't have 15 people on panel. You're showing their missing flyer. You're showing the factual information. You want to avoid sensationalizing the story, exploitation, glorification of perpetrators. There's so many unethical practices going on in true crime, prioritizing profit over well-being. And at the end of the day, it just causes further harm to those that are actually affected by the crime. And I don't stand for that.
Absolutely. Everything. The priority of
Thank you, Taco.
Over someone's pain. Like it's really, and it's been around for years. We talk about this all the time too. This has been something in decades in the making, but with the ease of access with social media and so much more becoming available, the infantilizing of these murderers, the way people do the content on them, like Wade Wilson, for instance, that made me so disgusted how people fell in love with this guy.
Yeah, glorifying criminals that's never going to happen on my channel. That is this whole romanticizing and these fandoms where that's ridiculous in my opinion. I don't care what they look like. I know what's in their heart. You can miss me with that bullshit.
Well, so you go through the court process for some of these, for instance, like the victims, what they have to go through a trial, even to get a slight form of justice. That takes a toll on the families, mentally, emotionally, financially. Like it really does a lot to those families. And then to have people turn around and for years, we've seen it with other cases where they get every phone call from jail, and they continue they're supposed to go to prison and sit there. They're supposed to not, I know they have more and more access to iPads and stuff, but why are we continuing to give them some sort of status? They should be put where they are to suffer. That's my opinion. Not be, I don't know.
It's a very complex situation. And I just think that right now people think they can just do and say whatever they want to, in these cases. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't talk about cases and just talk about whatever you want to, like, if I don't want to watch it, I'm not going to. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to do things on my channel to satisfy other people. I want to do things the right way. That is important to me. And you can either respect it or you can go get your true crime information from someone else, When I cover a case, I'm going to do it the way that I believe is in the best interest. And I always consult with the families if possible. And some cases I don't even cover. I would have never covered Sebastian's case if his family didn't reach out to me to ask me to cover it. And a lot of times the families that are on my channel, it's because they reached out to me. I don't contact families. I don't ask families to come on my panel. Families reach out to me and ask, hey, can you help? Can you make a missing flyer? Can I come on and talk about my missing child? And anytime a family reaches out to me, I'm going to help, because that tells me that they need to get the story out there. So I'm going to make a place for them. And I'm going to make it safe for them to be able to come and share the information that they want the public to hear. And I'm not going to let them be attacked. And if people want to be mad that, I wasn't letting people attack Chris and Katie, they can stay mad. And I wouldn't change anything about it.
Can I tell you something? I don't think I've even told you this yet because it just happened last night. So a creator that I do I don't know personally at all. I've watched a few things with her. I've had back and forth opinions personally on her content, but I watched a creator last night make excuses for cameras in the courthouse when the Proudfoot and Bowersox family attempted to get and did get protection orders on Betty. I heard somebody make excuses for why that would be in there because it's a true crime case. You guys are true crime creators, correct? Not you. I'm talking to this person in particular. This is not a true crime case at this point in time. Do we assume that there might be something more to it, that somebody would be charged with something? Yes. But currently, the facts of it is we have awareness for a missing child where they're jumping to somebody's guilt or innocent. They have made it into a true crime case. We really do not understand or know if anybody will be charged with anything ever, and it will become an actual case. There is a missing person. Yes, many outcomes of it. Somebody could be charged if he's no longer with us, if he had help. Like, there's many things. But there's also the possibility that he could have walked off on his own. There's all sorts of possibilities. None of us know. And to hear somebody who has been in the true crime genre for 20 plus years make excuses for why there was cameras allowed in that case. So it wasn't a really big deal because it's a true crime case and their privacy wasn't as necessary as another true crime creator. My mouth was on the floor and I was so upset because you are wanting further and more protection for a content creator because you think you like them, you get along with them personally, than protecting the victims that are being stalked and harassed by YouTube creators. Their privacy doesn't matter as much as that creators. I was mind blown. And I have a lot to say on it, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I got to clean up my kitchen, get this bread in the oven, and I got to cook dinner for the hubby because I know he's going to want to eat. Maybe he'll take me out for steak.
Hey, there's a good idea.
I'm going to go. He's probably listening on the phone in the bedroom going,
maybe some.
I don't think so.
Is it nice enough to ride the bike?
Well, let's see. I don't know what the temperature. It's 68 degrees. I mean, it's nice right now. I think it's only going to be 59 tonight. It's actually not going to be as cool, but he just went to the store and bought some food. So maybe I can get him to cook me a steak on the grill. And I can make it some quick potatoes so I won't have to spend any more time in the kitchen so I can get this bread in the oven. But thank you for cooking the caramel popcorn. Yeah. We should do this again so we can cook and have a chat about all the things. I think it was.
Scott's body was found today. Did you see that one?
Who?
Kata Scott.
Oh, no. In Philly?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. No, I have not seen that.
That's what Crafty Girl just said. And then there's another one, a guy that's been missing for a long time. They haven't confirmed if it's his remains. I'll send that to you later. I'm sure you know that case too. But the location of where remains were found are really interesting. I'll send you that one. I think it's Wyoming. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it again. But I'll send them to you later. Thank you for hanging out with me and doing this with me. And
yes, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. This was great. And I'm glad that we got to have some very important conversations too. So just remember to hit that thumbs up for us. We appreciate it.
I'll probably be back in a couple hours.
Okay.
Feed my kids and stuff. And then I'll probably do a live stream tonight on the discussion about words with the true crime community. So
I think that would be great.
Or maybe we'll talk some ish, who knows, but I'll be back tonight. So
sounds
I will
good.
see you guys later. Thank you all.
Yes. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, y'all.